Oh, yes, guys. It is that time. Let's do it. It is Wednesday, and you know what that means. Oh, we're starting off NXT with Candace LaRae versus Mia Yim. And looks like Dynamite is giving us a recap of what happened last week with Mike Tyson and Jericho. And they turned that into a Colt Cabana versus Jericho match. What is up, everybody? Dude, I came up with the craziest storyline, guys. I came up with the craziest storyline. I got to tell you guys about it just in case it might be real. You guys want to know my crazy storyline? I'll tell you guys my crazy storyline. Like the fuse. Dynamite. What's up, everybody? If you can hear me, if you can see me, say what's up.
There's the doctor. She has a Rolls Royce.
The doctor's in, guys. Dr. Britt Baker. And Wardlow is just looking buff, just hanging out, looking buff. Thank you to everybody who has given a thumbs up to the YouTube video thus far. Looks like a bunch of people have jumped on it. Yeah. Welcome, everybody. I see Game Maker. I see Tobias. I see, GM Punk. I see GM Punk. I see We Rupt. I see Mo. Big Rud, the Rudner Taker himself. He is in the building for sure. I see Eli. Eli's here. I see Naeem. Naeem. What is up? Brian Cage in action tonight. Bunch of cool stuff should be going on, and you know, I got some new pictures for you guys. I got new pictures for all of us. I got a new picture of Candace LaRae. I got a new picture of Joseph Williams. Kid Dinosaur as well. Yep, Kid Dinosaur's in here. Joseph, the newest member of Team Gritty. Thank you very much for clicking subscribe. I see the Ringmaster. Do I like go-karts? Yeah, they're all right. They're all right. Mia Yim and Candace LaRae have already kicked off. So let's get them on the screen. Boo. All right, we got a new picture of Candace LaRae here. Boom. There we go. Look at this. Brand new Candace LaRae. Looks more like her current iteration.
And again.
I wonder who they're going to start off with. They're starting off with, oh, wow. They're starting off with the tag team title match on AEW. Wow, we're definitely going to have to watch that instead of this. I mean, I'll watch both of them, but... And look at this. My Mia Yim
you're absolutely right. Let's not forget
has evolved. We have evolved our Mia Yim into this Mia Yim.
It was Candace LaRae and Tegan Knox who got into this
yeah.
And Candace LaRae's involvement, some could argue, caused shots.
There we go. Brand new pictures, guys. Kid Dinosaur, how you doing, man? It said you wanted to send me something, but it doesn't let it do it when it's offline unless I okay it, and I didn't even see it. I didn't even see it until like way later. But thank you so much for considering getting me something, dude. I really appreciate that.
Charlotte Flair defending the title in a triple threat match.
Oh my goodness. Candace LaRae is just beating the heck out of Mia Yim over here. Okay, so I gotta bring Kenny Omega. Because Kenny Omega and Adam Page are defending their titles right now. As soon as the match starts.
Referee administering the 10 count. I don't know if Mia Yim's too concerned. She
Adam
wants to
Page.
really punish Candace LaRae. The wheelbarrow into the barricade.
Holy moly. All right.
Shoulder and neck.
I'm going to move
Smashing
him right
into the
here.
steel barricade.
I'm going to move Kenny over.
Oh, the referee's up to 8. Uh-oh. Both Yim and Candace LaRae risk being counted out, but the referee calls
Kenny Omega!
broken down.
Oh, dang.
Both
Well, I think
Yim
this match is
and
already over.
LaRae. It's a double count out, but Tom, they are taking this all over the NXT.
AEW World Tag Team Championship.
Oh, my goodness. What?
Introducing the challengers, the team of Superbad, Kick Sabian,
Game Maker.
and Jimmy Havok.
It's Game Maker Mania.
And their opponents, they are your
The Game Maker
AEW
Mania.
World Tag Team Champions, Hangman Adam Page and Kenny.
Dude, 100 bits. Thank you very much. 100 bits. Dude, he's been just absolutely helping out around here. I do not have Kip Sabian or Jimmy Havok, so you guys will have to do without.
7 days ago, we saw a hell of a match involving Jimmy Havok and Sabian there. So they're fresh.
Sorry,
they're on a little
Candace.
roll. They got some
You gotta go.
momentum, Tony.
And Mia, I see you back
It's
there.
very interesting that the
Mia.
two fingers they were both putting up. I didn't know if that was the Winston Churchill
Thank
victory.
you,
up yours or
Mia.
not. I didn't know what that meant. But
All right, the bell has rang. This match is underway.
against the champs.
Well, golly, you know,
See if I can get
Jimmy
my
Havok's he's a veteran of 15 years. Nothing he hasn't seen
AEW
or done.
Tag Team Championships. There we go.
It's
not the best look, but hey, it's better than nothing right now.
Including his lifestyle, it would seem.
Johnny's out there?
Love of
Where is he?
certain
Oh yeah,
music that won't embarrass
Mia Yim and
nonetheless.
break it down. Mia Yim and Keith Lee are out here. Keith Lee's got some bright pink shoes on.
That's just
Everybody's wearing the bright pink lately in the WWE.
asserting herself as
And they send Johnny Gargano and Candace LaRae running. Well, not running, but walking off. They don't want a piece of that.
sure did.
They do not want a
It
piece
gave
of that.
Jimmy Havok the advantage here. Look at Jimmy.
All right. Tag Team Championship Showdown right here.
The winners of this match at Fyter Fest, best friends versus either Hangman, Adam Page and Kenny Omega, or Havok and Sabian.
They've heard
coming
them
up
all.
later this summer at Fyter Fest.
It happens, man. It happens.
Look at this. This is Jimmy Havok at his
Now you see how hard it is to be a comedian.
worst or best. Hey, the only place to get AEW merchandise, official AEW merchandise, is Shop.
Okay, so I gotta tell you guys my storyline
Always
idea.
a lot of good deals there.
Yeah, I think there are good deals
Let me
there.
tell you guys my storyline idea, all right? Because you know this match is probably gonna be like 15 minutes long. Empire, what's up, man?
Cover. Not wasting any time. Sabian and
Love how they're
Havok
turning into
had such a
Raw and
fantastic
SmackDown.
pace last week.
This
They
kind of makes
controlled
sense
the
though
tempo
because
against one of the greatest teams in the game.
they're couples, you know.
It's not easy to do.
I like this wide vertical base too as well.
And
I'd say
especially
Sabian
with
28 now,
Johnny
28
Gargano
years of age,
and
he
Candice
seems
LaRae
like
having
he's
that
been,
whole change of
wrestling for a long
gimmick
period. He's been wrestling
and
9
everything,
years.
changing over
He
to
seems like
being
a
on the
guy who
heel
looks like
side
he's been
completely
wrestling
as a
like
couple.
15 to 20
Kind of
years
makes
ago.
sense why Mia Yim and Mia Yim and Keith Lee would be their first kind of like opponents.
Their daughter Paige is awful.
But yeah, I really don't like that random tag team
One of my
stuff.
favorites.
Oh, into the midsection. Look at this.
Omega.
Wow, what was that?
The tables that quickly. That's a great.
FTR is in the crowd.
FTR.
I could put them up here.
Left, Cash Wheeler on your right, observing the action here tonight.
I can put them over
Page
here.
is in the ring. Goes right across the ring with a
Got
cheap
Dawson.
shot on Sabian.
And then a big boot following it up on Havok. Charging in.
To say that that Hangman Adam Page is a
Dash
striker,
Wilder.
as some
Put them up
renowned
here.
would be a gross understatement.
That's good enough.
We have some of the great tag teams in the world in the ring, and how about
Yep,
some of the great
FDR
tag
is in the
teams
crowd.
world
They're
live
looking
from
on.
the stands as well.
I was
When
wondering
FDR
why they were
might
starting all
be
these
on
like
top of
arguments
him
with
a little
people
bit later
on
in an
Twitter
earlier
that aren't the
interview.
tag team
I think it's
championship
really
holders. If
heightened
you're gonna
the
say you're running
competition
things, shouldn't you be
in
going after
AEW.
the title? Shouldn't you be going after like the
AEW
big
home
dog
crest,
in the
best
pond,
tag team division in the
big dog in
world,
the park?
and the competition just
glad they're
keeps
out here.
getting tougher. Oh,
It's actually really good to see.
Omega and Hangman
Yep,
playing
FTR is
ping-pong
out
with
here.
Havok doesn't. Havok. Sometimes you think Jimmy Havok likes
Thank
to
you
be
guys
chopped.
for being here.
He's got a high threshold of pain, it would seem. I said that one time about Mick Foley, and he said, no, I don't. It hurts.
Sabian tried to springboard in, but the champ caught him and tossed him like a sack of laundry.
Nice teamwork.
Oh, here she is again.
Super bad Penelope.
Oh,
Ford
Penelope
up to
Penelope
the top,
is getting involved.
diving in, went for the.
Oh,
What's
Adam
the
Page
matter
caught
with
her.
Rick Knox?
The ref is like, why are you holding some lady? Where'd she come from?
Hangman.
What should I
Adam
do?
Page caught Penelope Ford as she came down in a Rana, and then the ref turned around and saw him, and he had her like this. And the ref's like, what?
Another
Why do you have
Penelope Ford from
why do you have some
ringside.
girl?
She got Earl Weaver.
Yeah, Rick Knox did not know that she had jumped in on him when he had turned his head, but he's not taking any chances here.
I already say you've done it enough. You've done enough here.
Oh my God, what was that?
Jimmy Havok with a wrench to the back of the head of Hangman and then across the spine of Omega.
A ring wrench.
A ring wrench.
Feeling the evidence. Cover.
Oh, here we go, the champs.
No.
He just barely got out of
A
that.
ring wrench wasn't
Good
enough.
move by Hangman too, just roll out of the way. Penelope doesn't want to leave.
We don't want her to leave, but nonetheless, that's the referee's call. Tony, I think you should talk to Rick Knox about this.
Oh, well.
The snap judgment.
It was a snap judgment. I don't think there's, and look at this. That has just intensified the fire. That is Hangman and Page, but he's hurting.
He's hurting, and his partner, Kenny Omega, nowhere to be found.
Okay.
Jimmy Havok continues to work over Hangman. Chop to the chest. Hangman, though, trying to fight out.
Where's the
of
Imperium?
unfriendly territory. Oh, just gouging the eyes of Hangman.
Good question.
Almost
Oh, it's a tag match. Aren't we supposed to see this? Oh.
Man,
I guess
Sabian
we aren't supposed to see
and
that.
Havok are doing an amazing job of manipulating the referee, where the referee doesn't see their
I
cheating.
keep thinking that this is gonna be the match at In Your House.
There by grabbing the side of the chin and the mouth and pulling on it.
And a series of aggressive stomps by Sabian on Hangman Page. Oh, and drop
if I
kicking
can
him out of
find
the ring. The challengers have the upper hand here tonight.
This doesn't look good.
Look at this. I mean, that's a maniac is what that is. That's all that is. A sadistic maniac.
So on AEW, it's Miriam and Keith Lee versus Johnny Gargano and Candace Gargano.
Some of the matches
Candace
that he's
LaRae
had in his
Gargano.
career.
I wonder if she hyphenates her
Jimmy
name
Havok
like that.
competed all over the world in death matches. United States, Canada, United Kingdom, Japan. Some of the most
Yeah,
brutal
Sunday it's
affairs
just
that
one-on-one
you'll ever
because
see.
I think Johnny goes after the North American Championship, right?
He's a step
I
away
think
from being
that's true.
disqualified,
I think that's real.
And I mean, they've already skirted that once with Penelope Ford attempting to interfere.
Sabian came around the bend and drop kicked Omega right.
Oh, yeah, I'm doing like 8 things
Now,
at
this is
once,
great
man.
teamwork
You know what I
going
mean.
on right here. You may not like what they're doing, but they're working quite well.
Isolation and a double team.
And Rick Knox,
You know, best friends must love this, seeing both these teams just really kill each other.
Page firing back. Hangman Adam Page showing that great true grit that he's got.
True grit. Have you noticed that the word of like the wrestling now
gets the
is
elbow up,
grit?
gets the boot up, ducks under
Everyone
Havok
uses
and
it now.
makes the tag. Kenny Omega.
Much needed tag. Omega's fresh.
How quick is he?
Quicker than a hiccup, Tony. Quicker than a hiccup.
Those Polish hammers across the chest of the
All right, Kip
challengers.
Sabian in the ring versus Kenny Omega.
Sabian stops the momentum of
Ooh,
Omega's got him up on
Kenny
the
Omega's
shoulders.
got him up in the
Omega.
fireman's carry.
Little Death Valley driver action, maybe? No.
No.
You can't escape, and then guess what? Kip Sabian
Sabian
escapes.
reversed, Omega reverses. Oh, big pump kick there from Sabian. Charging into the corner, Omega goes up and over the top. His speed on full display.
What a weird Rana by
Takes him
Kenny.
down.
Havok in illegally.
Kenny's looking kind of weird this match. Doesn't look like he's all there.
When he gets the action going his way, he's almost unstoppable.
Keith versus Johnny. Oh yeah, dude. You know they're gonna tear the house down. Maybe even literally.
Jimmy goes into Sabian.
All right, another fireman's carry. Flips forward, backstabs Kip Sabian.
On Sabian, pulling him out of the corner, trying to grab the legs. Cover, 1, 2, no!
Barely.
Well, that was close.
Kip kicks out at like the very last possible second.
Yeah, that was leg strength that got him out of that. Just sheer leg strength.
Now Hangman and Omega in the
This
ring.
looks like the easiest match. It looks like it should be one of the easiest matches for Hangman and Kenny.
You can tell
Unless
right
they just
now
have
that
like
Hangman is
a
wrestling
catastrophic
very angrily.
miscommunication. This should be one of their easiest tag team outings.
High shot, Kotaro, crusher by Omega. Shooting star press, cover, 1, 2, no!
And of course, Kip Sabian able to kick out.
And Sabian shows amazing resilience.
Yeah, I mean
Kick out
Sabian,
that
my goodness.
combination offense, the tandem offense
It's
for the
true
Jets.
gritty.
Disappointing look on Hangman's
True
face on
gritty.
that.
That's how it's pronounced.
Sure it was a 3.
Sabian,
What's
though,
a
so
hippo's
tough,
favorite
so
kind of
resilient,
music?
able to kick
Hip
out.
hop. Oh my goodness. Wouldn't that be a rabbit's
The top, but
favorite
his
type of
partner
music?
not up in the corner.
I would think that'd be a rabbit's
He's gonna have with this man.
favorite
Got a
type of
hacksaw,
music.
but gets taken off his feet
A
by
little clothesline by Hangman. Fall away?
Yes, sir. Big follow-away slam.
No, it's called the
And now
Blockbuster.
Hangman going up and over the top, crushing on Havok on the floor.
High risk right there for a Page, but he landed
It's
on
called the
his feet.
Blockbuster when he does it. Even though there's already a move called the Blockbuster. Oh, clothesline, just folding up Kip Sabian. But Havok's right there to break up the pin.
Havok there in time to break it up and keep things alive for his team.
Candace and Johnny heels now. Yes, they are.
It's a heck of a world title match.
Kenny
Tag
Omega.
team matchup, one
Yep,
fall, 60-minute time limit.
spelled it correctly.
And now Kenny Omega.
And it looks like Johnny and
Sabian in his sights.
and
Sabian
Candace
able to outquick him.
are walking out the victors
Swinging DDT by Sabian, planting Omega.
on
Do it
NXT.
here. Sabian can capitalize and make the pin. He's got to
Yeah.
go for the cover, but he can't.
It's like Keith
Roll
Lee and
over
Mia
and
Yim
tag
got
in Jimmy
kind of
Havok, he
taken
ripped
advantage of
Hangman
here.
Page into the barricade on the outside.
Johnny even got the
That was
North
going
American
on.
title and laid it down outside the ring.
What a jumping European uppercut that was.
And now,
Oh my
Death
goodness.
Valley driver.
Basically the same spot
And
that
the
injured
challengers have the advantage. They have the momentum.
Britt Baker. They just did it again, but it didn't have two people
He made the tag on the way
slamming
down.
the person on top.
Jimmy
It was
Havok.
just Jimmy Havok by
Look for
himself.
that DDT sing the sorrow.
Oh,
He
oh
plants
my
him.
goodness.
He hit it.
Look at this.
Fisherman's
Can't believe what I'm
DDT
saying
from
here.
Cover.
Jimmy Havok.
No.
Page.
Hangman Page right there to break it up.
Saved his partner at the
Doesn't look like they've
very,
really lost a
very
step
last
as a
moment.
tag
The
team.
championship too.
Hope Keith
But
Lee
right now,
sanitized
Kenny
it. Oh
Omega
boy.
At the mercy of Kip Sabian.
Yeah, I hope so too.
Sabian charging in.
Sabian put over the
Flips
top
over
rope.
Top Goblin gear. He staggers Omega.
It's a nice kick to the side of the head.
Blocked
Nope.
This time by Page.
Oh,
Nice.
Sabian countered.
He is so
Sabian.
fast. Lightning
Pulling
quick.
off the
Sabian's
Ace
a hell of an
Ace
athlete.
Austin
Let me tell you
spot
something.
from
And that's a springboard drop kick to the back of
Last
the
Impact.
head.
Takes guts and a lot of accuracy.
Oh
Sabian
gosh.
got both of them.
There's that move again. That
Absolutely
Poison
stuck
Rana.
with the reverse hook on Rana.
I'm
I
surprised
wish they
tried
wouldn't
to
do that
cover
move.
him
That move's
These great
scary to me.
tags, in and out.
It seems
Like
like
I know you
Omega
can
is
take it,
just like,
you can take it right, but
like a rag doll right now.
seems
Yeah, Omega appears to
unnecessary.
be dead in the water.
When you have a team that makes that many tags that effectively, it
Scope.
effectively
Up.
becomes a handicap match.
But Omega countered.
Kenny
the
able to
escape
get out of it.
Michinoku driver.
Well, that's a difference maker.
Snap Dragon
Dragon
suplex by
suplex.
Kenny Omega.
Swing
Now
and a
ducks
miss by
under.
Sabian. Sabian fighting
Sabian
his
puts
way
an
out
end
of
to that.
jeopardy. Oh, bang with the V-trigger.
Man, fatigue setting in. These men
Some
have
strange
battered from
strange
post-
momentum here from Kenny. It's like he's on his last legs, and all of a sudden he explodes with all this offense. And then he's as injured as ever and can't even stand up. Then he just explodes with all this offense. He's got this weird herky-jerky
great effort,
offense going
great
on. I wish it would
intensity.
be a little more smooth.
The
make a little bit more sense. Now he's in and he's able to assist his partner with
Assisted German suplex
toss
by the champions.
suplexes.
And now Hangman
Pop-up power bomb by Hangman. Running knee to the back of the neck.
Sabian is in a big, big problem right now.
Yeah, they are hitting them with everything.
Aye,
These
aye,
kids keep coming back. Maybe this.
Oh. The lariat with the knee. Yep. Retention.
Tandem offense.
I'm glad they turned it up at the end there.
Still, the AEW World.
That was good. That was good. I'm glad they turned it up at the end. Started actually pulling some tandem offense. Omega is hype. Yeah, he was. He was so hyped that he just stopped selling all injuries instantaneously. It's like he forgets and then he remembers afterwards. Like, oh yeah, I'm supposed to be hurt right now. Yeah. But the retention for Hangman Page and Kenny Omega. I wonder how much longer they're gonna leave them as a tag team. I mean, not that I really thought that they would take the titles off of them and put them on Kip Sabian and Jimmy Havoc, but I wonder who their next opponent will be in a way that will actually look like a contender, like an actual team that should have the titles right now. Because they've given a couple wins to Jimmy Havoc and Kip Sabian, but they haven't done much character work for them. I mean, you don't even see them on Being the Elite very often, so didn't really think they'd be taking the titles off these guys. And their next opponent is supposed to be the Best Friends, right? I think the next opponent for Kenny Omega and Adam Page is the Best Friends. It kind of doesn't make sense though. How would it be the Best Friends? If they just beat SCU to become the #1 contenders, then wouldn't that mean SCU would be next in line? I have so many questions. Guess I'd have to look at the rating or rankings. It's July 8th. Yeah, Best Friends. Okay, but why? Why them? I'm gonna have to look at these rankings. Kind of doesn't make sense to me. If you have a match with another tag team to find out who's going to be the number one contenders, then you would think that the next #1 contenders would be the people that you just beat. It's like the team that loses the NBA Finals not being considered the second best team in the league. Like, you're the second best because you lost in the finals. You lost to #1, so you're #2, right? So whoever lost between two teams, you would think that would be the next team in line. But they're like, nah, man, nah. People don't want to see SCU. They want to see his Best Friends. Fighter Fest is 2 nights? Is it? Making Dexter Lumis somewhat right instead of talk? Where are you seeing this? It's that commercial for me. Is that before the commercial? I'm not seeing it. Earlier today, Drake Maverick. All right, let's find out.
The finals of the NXT Cruiserweight Championship tournament against Hijo del Phantasma. How are you feeling?
Well, you've known me over the years. I mean, we've been friends for a long time. How about I interview you this time? How do you think I'm feeling?
Got a new picture of Drake as well.
I am feeling absolutely no pressure at all. You know why? Because today is the day. It could be the best day of my life, or it could be the worst day of my life. But you know what? I am.
Whatever happened to his wife?
Tonight, I could be the NXT Cruiserweight Champion. You know what I'm going to do today? This is the first time I've felt no pressure in so long. I'm going to have some cookies. I'm going to have some cookies and catering, the favourite ones I've always looked at, but I never did because of the diet, because I want to get prepared. I always trained. I wanted to be a wrestler. I'm going to have some chocolate cake too. But that's the thing with today. I don't know what's going to happen. And I'm excited. I'm excited because I'm at the NXT casino table. The chips are down. I've got the dice right here. Down it goes. All the chips are down. I don't know what's going to happen today. Hi, cameraman. I can look directly into you today. Because guess what? I don't know what's going to happen today. It could be either the best day of my life or it could be the worst day of my life. But that's the beauty of it. Tonight, we're going to find out.
But let's not forget about another championship contest coming up.
Okay, and let me tell you now, guys. Let me tell you my storyline. All right, I've been trying to tell you guys my storyline all day. My storyline is that Drake Maverick is the person behind all the kidnappings. He's the person behind all the lucha nappings. He's actually the ringleader of the whole thing. And he was having people kidnapped so that he would have less and less competition in the Cruiserweight division. He was having people kidnapped so that he could be Cruiserweight champion. And he used his connections and his power that he had left over from being the general manager of 205 Live. That's how he recruited all these wrestlers to go out and start kidnapping people. And it's going to turn out once he wins and everybody's like, "Oh my God, he kept his job." Then it's going to be revealed that he was behind it the whole time. So he's going to go from like the biggest baby face of the Cruiserweight division to the biggest heel of the Cruiserweight division in like one fell swoop. And it's going to be awesome. That's my storyline. What do you guys think?
While the NXT champion celebrates, a laser-focused challenger contemplates the long road traveled to his NXT championship opportunity
What do you
at
think?
NXT TakeOver in your house.
Tyson!
Let's take a little trip down memory lane. You remember what happened down this road, Cole? It's where it started
Velveteen
between
Dream.
the two of us, you know? Or you screwed the Velveteen Dream out of the NXT North American Championship. You remember that? Remember when you threw me off of a truck right over there? Yeah, tried to break my back.
What do you guys think? What do you think of my idea, guys? John says it's a sick idea. Thank you, John. John, I think you're a sick idea. That doesn't sound right, but thank you, John.
Because you're gonna get a lot out of it.
Just for that, I'm gonna give you 3 hypes and 3 Dudleys. And Dudley's gonna clap for you.
A beautiful NXT is
Dudley
a
says
dreams
hi,
NXT.
John. Dudley likes my idea.
The Undisputed Era is in the mood to celebrate, but will they be popping bottles on Sunday?
I am serious.
Oh, look at this. They got some gourmet food. Look, Kyle O'Reilly, a rare Kyle O'Reilly sighting.
I got some. The Undisputed Era is the greatest thing that I have ever done in my entire life. I love you guys. I'm so proud of you guys.
Axid,
But
what's
this
up, dude?
cheers, This is for me being 1 year as NXT
That's a
champion,
super
the
idea.
longest
Thank you, Kid
reigning NXT
Dinosaur.
champion of all time, and most certainly the
Game
greatest.
Maker says that's cool as well. Thank you, Game
And this is
Maker.
also to a beautiful victory.
And am I the only one that hated In Your House name for pay-per-views? I didn't hate it.
Cheers.
I didn't hate it. I heard some good stuff has happened at them, but it's definitely one of those.
We got some more bread.
It seems like more of an upbeat, fun pay-per-view. It doesn't seem like a place for like
The Dream's been doing a lot
devastatingly
of
murderous
thinking,
showdowns
the
and
Dream's got a
stuff,
lot
you
on
know?
his mind, Adam Cole. You don't think the Dream can handle a little 4-on-1 situation? Adam Cole, you want to talk numbers with the
Oh,
Dream?
Brian Cage is
Listen to
on
this.
AEW right now. He's just
24
tearing somebody else
years
apart.
old is the Dream, and already a superstar.
Oh, the Buckle Bomb
How
is
about
not banned
1,
in AEW.
2, 3?
He just did it.
You remember that? Maybe you don't, because that's what happened the last time you were in the ring with the Dream. That's why the Dream is your new reality, Adam Cole. Wake
Demon
up.
Driver.
Snap into it.
Done.
Ladies, bring me my mirror. This is going to be a very private conversation. Be gone. Mirror, mirror on the wall. Who will be the greatest NXT champion of them all?
My dearly beloved, it will be you.
Yo, he's talking to the ghost of Prince.
I want you to say that
He
the
spoke to the
Velveteen
ghost
Dream
of
will
Prince.
never get another shot at my
People started
NXT
drinking that seltzer.
championship as
Oh, yeah,
long as
that's
this
probably what it
title
is.
over my shoulder.
I agree to your terms.
deal.
This Sunday
That's probably
night,
what it is,
can
man.
Adam Cole solidify his legacy? Or will the Velveteen Dream finally become NXT champion for the very first time?
Look, it's not going to be about his tights. It's not going to be about his entrance. This Sunday, it's got to be about one thing and one thing only for the Velveteen Dream: being unbeatable.
Yep.
It's like the ultimate traditional professional wrestler against the ultimate charismatic personality.
I don't know what to expect. All I know is I'm a fan. I'm going to be watching. Cole's had it for a long time. However, me, Cole, anybody in the world does not know what the Velveteen Dream's capable of because he's so unpredictable.
The thing about Velveteen Dream is he's a
a good
lot
point.
like Dennis Rodman, you know? Yeah, he's a lot like
He's a lot like Dennis Rodman, huh?
Flamboyant,
Yep.
does a lot of stuff
I agree
that
with
draws
that.
a lot of attention outside of his craft, but whenever he gets in the ring, when Dennis Rodman got on the court, they get the job done.
We'll find a location that will shine the spotlight on both of your incredible talents in a setting that is worthy of the NXT Championship.
The Velveteen Dream challenges
What
Adam
was that?
Cole
They
for
showed
the
the
NXT
the
Championship
ring in the middle of
this
a
Sunday
parking
night
lot.
in a
They're gonna wrestle in the
Brawl
parking lot?
at NXT Takeover in your house.
Oh.
Live on the WWE
Okay.
Network.
They're gonna wrestle in a parking lot.
Will the longest reign in NXT Championship history
Number one
continue, or
contenders
will
match.
a purple reign
Oh,
begin?
nice. Oh, Undisputed Era is gonna have a mystery tag. What? Wait a minute. Why are there two blanked out spots? All right, Moxley's here. He's coming face to face with Brian Cage after his beatdown.
Before you enter
Shut
this
the
ring,
music, yeah, please.
just think and be careful. I promise you that.
Promise him what? To think and be careful? How could he promise that he's going to be careful or think? You can't
Looks like he
promise
thought it
somebody
over
that.
quickly. This is fun.
All right, Moxley's out here face to face with Brian Cage.
The reason I was smiling last week, the reason I'm smiling right now, is because the thought of stepping in the ring with Brian Cage with that
What if
level
he dressed
of
like
intensity,
Shawn
with
Michaels?
that level
That
of
would be cool.
aggression, and going to absolute war, well, that makes me happy. That's why I'm in this business. But be very, very clear. Stepping in the ring with me, with my title on the line, is the farthest thing from a game. Brian Cage, you are impressive. The Machine, seemingly indestructible. I am far from indestructible. I am only human. I can be beat. But dude, it would take you all night long, and that's my point. You were right, Taz, when you said Brian Cage is a different thing entirely than anybody else in AEW.
So boof.
But I am a different thing entirely. Taking the AEW World Championship away from me is a different prospect entirely. And you are going to find that out at Fyter Fest when you're in over your head. And you realize you are swimming with a different breed of shark. With all due respect, gentlemen, don't waste your time or mine trying to intimidate me. And the next time you want to bring my name up on TV, just remember exactly who the hell you're talking about.
Jump him.
Moxley made his points loud and clear. Moxley Cage, AEW World Title. Fyter Fest is going to
Bam, 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 bam. All right. I could have had a little bit more oomph to it, but they have a couple weeks, right? Yeah, they got like a month. They got some time. As much as I would have liked to see some action there, they do have to kind of ramp it up. Good promo, Gritty. Yeah, I think In Your House is going to be a good pay-per-view. What do they have? 5 matches on the fight card. I think it's got 5 matches, which is pretty standard for a takeover event. And the 5 matches, they have every opportunity to be some incredible showdowns. I mean, what match is on there that doesn't look good? What match is on there? It doesn't look like it could be one of the highlights of the night. We got Charlotte, Io, Rhea Ripley for the NXT Women's title. We got Velveteen Dream versus Adam Cole for the NXT World Heavyweight Championship or World Title, whatever they call it. You got Keith Lee versus Johnny Gargano for the North American Championship. You got Damian Priest versus Finn Balor, which could be a if they would have taken that championship off of Keith Lee at any time, that could just be a North American Championship showdown right there. And what else is there? Oh, and Karrion Kross versus Tommaso Ciampa. I think that's the one that needs the most build to me. I feel like they've spent a good period of time tonight building Adam Cole and Velveteen Dream, but that Karrion Kross and Tommaso needs a really good go home oomph. So I'm looking forward to seeing if they can put that together tonight. I think that's the one match that really needs that extra oomph to it right now. I know it's probably going to be a great match, but I would love going into that to just have that one final angle that just really sets it off. Yeah, Cross and Ciampa. Heck to the yes. Tony Nese is out here. Uh-oh. Ah, Swerve. So Tony Nese versus Isaiah Scott. Okay. He's like the I don't want to say the better Chris Bay, but he's just like the more crispy Chris Bay. Didn't his name used to be like Strawberry Armstrong or something? What was his name before he was Swerve? Strawberry Armstrong or something? I don't know. I'm just making up names. All right, so Swerve versus Tony Abs. Always liked his picture. He never poses like the other people. Isaiah. No, that's Isaiah Cassidy. Oh by God! By God, he switched brands in the middle of the show. Oh my goodness. Game Maker. Yo. Oh yes. Yo. GM Punk. GM Punk. GM Punk, dude. GM Punk. GM Punk. Holy moly, man. That is the biggest cheer of the day and your second cheer of the day? My goodness, man. Thank you, thank you, thank you. By God, Isaiah Cassidy has switched brands in the middle of the show. Call the police, call a lawyer. That's not legal.
Nese looks for the victory against Scott with a quick 2 count.
What Swerve knows for sure is that Nese shut down his momentum and
Who do you guys got winning this? You think Isaiah is going to be able to pull it off, or you think Tony Nese needs a little rebound after the Cruiserweight tournament did not quite turn out for him? Uh-oh. Yo, Lance Archer. Uh-oh. Okay, I got to hear this. Hang on.
Sorry, bro. Really sorry.
Oh man, what did he say?
Marvez only trying to do his job.
Dang it.
But ready to never get hazard pay. Yeah. I don't know, but that was those are stern words from Lance Archer.
Well, we knew Archer would not
so
be
much for it being
by a
live.
single loss, but it seemed like even Jake the Snake Roberts was shocked.
Thanks
by the
again,
intensity
Game
of Archer.
Maker.
Maybe he is on a mission, and I'm concerned about what that mission could be and what's going to be in the path of Lance.
Yeah, what's up with for Lance Archer next? This is kind of why I wanted somebody like Blood Dust to win the TNT Championship first, because it would be prestigious. It would immediately be prestigious. On top of that, it'd be somebody you could take it off of and build a story around. I feel like you can't take it off of Cody. And I feel like you can't really build a story around it either. It'll just be a series of people he's gonna fight, and it'll make it'll make people chase the title, but I just don't know about building anything towards it. And now there's gonna be all these people in the boony lands that don't have a tag team, so they can't challenge for that title, and then Moxley's gonna be stuck challenging just these big time guys at the very top of the fight card, and everybody's still in Never Never Land. That's why I kind of wanted somebody like Goldust to have it first, because it would throw mad prestige on the title immediately. He would be the first champion, and then they could take it off of him whenever they wanted to. It's not somebody who once they take it off, it's like, oh.
The hell out of our match last week, and you guys are the future of tag team wrestling here in AEW.
Thank you.
And I
All right, we got Matt Hardy backstage with the Money Avenue.
My brother and I shared together.
And then they could have done Cody versus Dustin if they wanted to put it back on or if they wanted to put it on Cody, and that would be just an incredible match once again, you know.
I like it, man. I'm digging it. So
Cody's gonna be the R-Truth of the TNT title.
If I can ever do anything to help you guys, advice, whatever, I'm here to give back too. Please hit me up. Let me know.
Oh, I will. I already throw something in mind.
We'll be in those DMs. We'll be in that text message. We'll be everywhere.
All right.
Okay.
Hear me out.
I want to hear it.
Matt. Private Party. Hardy Party.
Hardy Party.
No, you get it though, right?
You gotta invite Jeff.
I love your enthusiasm. You guys hit me up. You need anything, I'm all yours. Let me know.
We will.
Hardy Party. Uh-oh.
Sammy.
Hardy.
We're cool, man. Respect.
Respect. Really? Looks like Matt's just having a good day. Matt just said him and Sammy are cool. All right, let's get back over to NXT here. Just I missed the Lance Archer promo, but I did catch that. Uh-oh, wait a minute. Yo, the gentleman Jack Gallagher, not so gentlemanly Jack Gallagher, distracting Isaiah. Ooh, what's this? No way. Yo, what's that? No. Yeah, you don't want to get hit with that. 3. Scott gets it. Is this a new faction that's forming here? Isaiah gets the win over Tony Abs. Matt Hardy was not there during that. Hardy Party. It'll be Oofy in the title. That's what I'm saying, dude. It's like with it being a title that's gonna constantly be challenged for, it's just ripe for them to just sign new people and bring new people in. But it's like, what about all the people you already have? What about all these people who have been in the Never Land boonies of your ranking system since it started? Think about all the people on AEW's roster who haven't touched anything. I'm not saying NXT is any better at that, but that's not what I'm talking about right now. I just don't. I just really wish they would have put that title on somebody else first. Put it on Cody and leave it on him forever, anytime. You don't have to do it right away. Now it just boxes other people out, and it's just he's gonna think that he's putting people over when it's just gonna make the title kind of untouchable for a while.
Maybe he shouldn't, but then we'll teach him a lesson. That's what we do.
So we're saving the galaxy again?
I know that the United States title win, when John Cena was putting it, the open challenge out there every single time he'd come out or whatever, it here and there it would make somebody really look good. But then there were times where it was just like, this guy's not gonna win it. This guy's not gonna win it. So it kind of takes some of the air out of the challenge in the first place. We'll see though. We'll see. Tonight is the first defense of it, right? Yeah, tonight is his first defense, so maybe I'll be surprised. Ranking? What? Yeah. The ranking system. The ranking system is a great idea, but they've built it's like they built all these ways to get around it. So it's kind of like there are people who are just stuck. That's what I'm saying. Like there are people who are just stuck in the fringe outskirts of the ranking system and just aren't making their way up that ranking anytime soon. And they're just perennial like AEW dark wrestlers, you know. They're on there all the time. All title Cody carries are prestigious. Yeah, but I'm saying like it's not gonna do anything for the title if he doesn't really wrestle great matches for it, and if that's all that people can look for when it happens, then I don't think of Cody as John Cena. The reason that the John Cena Open Challenge was so crazy is because he is such like a super dominant character that fighting him and having a great match with him makes you look like $1 million here or there. It didn't work every time. It didn't work for everybody. But Cody, I feel like his dominance has been so like touchable looking, you know? Like he almost lost to Darby Allin. He's been getting smashed and beat up. He hasn't had like one squash match, you know? He doesn't squash anybody, so it's like his dominance over the title is going to be dominant in terms of like length most likely, but it's not going to be dominant in terms of like dominant performances. I'd like to see Cody if he's gonna start defending it all the time. I'd like for him to have a really good match against Jungle Boy here, and maybe like the next person he fights. But he needs to get some squashes. They only let big men get squashes in AEW for some reason, and I would love it if he could get some squash matches. Like just really be dominant, so that when somebody does take him the distance, it's like what? Yo, look at how well he did against Cody. Not everybody does well against Cody.
That's a machine.
It's a 2-week event? Wait a minute. Fighter Fest is two. They gotta win to get up the rankings. They do, but do they though? Because
AEW presents Fighter Fest, where every championship will be on the line. Wednesday, July 1st, live and free on TNT.
Wow, it's just gonna be on TNT. Well, that's cool. I like that. It's 2 weeks in a row, Fighter Fest. Did they fix the TNT title? Not yet. It doesn't look like they've done anything to it yet.
We're gonna band together, and like 5 sexy phoenixes, we will rise again. What I really want is Mike Tyson's head on a platter. 'Cause I haven't forgotten.
Yeah, it's not a pay-per-view. It's gonna be on TNT. I like that. I really like that. But I just wish TNT would have just give them 3 hours. Give them 3 hours on TNT. Just say goodbye to your regularly scheduled programming for 1 hour on whatever, July, and just let it be a 3-hour event on live TV. I think that would be even more of like a ground-shaking thing. But having it 2 weeks in a row is going to be awesome too. I'm all for free, man. Can we band together and throw Vicky out of here? I'm not sure, man. I'm not sure if we can break through the sound waves. We're gonna have to wear earmuffs. Halo, what's up, Halo?
Hey, I'm telling you, this is not over. I'm coming back, and Jericho's gonna get his ass kicked.
Oh, dang, it's like that?
This was the scene backstage after the altercation between
Yo, Mike Tyson just cut a little promo and said he's coming back. It's all your fault, Cabana.
And they're going to settle it right now.
The following contest is set for one.
Oh yeah, he's gonna settle it all right. All right, so we got our number 1 contenders match over on NXT. It's Oney Lorcan and Danny Burch versus looks like Roderick Strong and Bobby Fish, but they had 2 blanked out characters on the match graphics, so I'm not sure if they have like some hidden characters, hidden wrestlers, people hidden under the ring.
Hooligans step aside when Lorcan and Burch come to the
in this equation. Who's the third team in this
Oh,
triple threat?
there's a third team. Oh, is it the whatever happened to those Samoan looking dudes? What is this team? The astronauts? Oh, it's gonna be a freaking Fandango, right? Oh my goodness. Breezango. Breezango. Oh my goodness. They're dressed like astronauts now. Well, at least they're consistent. What the heck, man? Alright. Let me see. I guess this is the number one contenders match, so. Oh, there's a promo going on over on AEW. Oh no. Incredible. Incredible singing, Sammy. Incredible singing. I can never repay you for this honey that you've brought to my eardrums. Okay, so let's get Bobby Fish. How much fish could Bobby Fish fry if Bobby Fish could fry fish, guys? I would like to know the answer to that question before we move on. Sammy with just the most incredible vocals. Do I even have Fandango? Do I have Ty Breezy? Yes, I do. I have Ty Breezy. Ty Breezy. Boom, boom. Go Cabana. Boom, boom. That's great singing, man. Here comes Colt. Colt Cabana out the gates with incredible offense.
Judas effect, back elbow that can come pretty much at any time. Jericho moving in cautiously, changing levels.
Hang on.
And Jericho, of course, was a part of that wild stadium stampede match.
Fandango.
You can still order the replay on pay-per-view, BR Live, or Fight TV. It's a night you don't want to miss if you haven't seen it.
Jericho's been all over the place, media-wise.
Oni Lorcan.
Talking about ChrisJerichoCruise.com. And there he goes, sailing away.
Hey, Cabana, always a fun-loving guy, seemingly a smile on his face, but there's none on his face right now.
Cabana astutely identifying the opportunity presented to him here
Dynamite.
tonight.
Who do you guys think is going to win this match for the number one contendership?
That's like looking down the barrel of a double-barrel shotgun for Cabana.
Look at Cabana!
There we go. We got everybody. We got everybody.
Taking a huge chance.
A guy that size with that moon.
All right. Let's get over here.
This number one contender, NXT Tag Team Championship match rolls on.
Oh, okay. They're going to commercial. All right. So I can stay with Colt Cabana and Jericho.
He landed on his feet, never lost his balance. Very impressive. Right now, Colt Cabana is dominating.
Where's their plexiglass? I don't know.
Chris Jericho.
Almost thought Stephanie McMahon follow me. When those fan accounts follow you, it does kind of make my heart skip a beat sometimes. 7 fish? Oh, Axel says 7 fish. You're probably right. I'd say 7 fish. Breezango's gonna win, says Glenn. That would be good. It'd be nice of them to have some a little bit more charisma in their tag team division. It's been very serious recently.
We'll find out when we come back.
With everybody besides Matt Riddle, it's been very serious, very gloom and doom. No more fashion police. I guess they kind of are the fashion police. This is just their like summer line. This is their summer fashion. They're gonna dress up like astronauts. Waleed, what's up, Waleed? Thank you guys so much for all the thumbs up on the YouTube video. Thank you. 2 fish? You think he can only fry 2 fish? That's crazy, dude. 2? 2 fish. I mean, it's better than 0. Matt is now going to the main roster. Exactly. It would be nice for them to have a little bit of charisma in this, and not that Undisputed Era doesn't have charisma, but it's kind of like, yeah, dude, we see you all the time. you're on the show so much. It'd be nice to have somebody else to bounce off of and have some fun elsewhere besides just Undisputed Era. Once I thought Alexa Bliss liked one of my tweets, but it was a fan account. Yeah, it gets me sometimes too. Uh-oh, the spots are back. The sun spots. Jericho is here to make Colt Cabana watchable. The sad thing is, like, Colt Cabana is one of those guys who's like, he's kind of like Joey Ryan. Like, you're a good wrestler. Why do you have to have such like a incredibly out there gimmick and act so wacky and do so many things that expose the business as just people faking stuff? You know, why do you have to be so far out there? It's like they don't believe in themselves enough as a wrestler that they have to just do super crazy stuff to make people like, oh, hey, I remember that guy. It's all good to have a gimmick, but how long should you have a gimmick for? Like, I almost think that Jungle Boy doesn't even need to be Jungle Boy anymore. He could just go by Jack Perry now, and it'd just be fine. The guy's a great wrestler, and he doesn't have to like swing in on a vine or anything anymore. I feel like the gimmick is almost negligible at this point. Kind of like Britt Baker, like how she started out super like I'm a dentist, always talking about it, but now it's just kind of like an afterthought because she's actually starting to come out of that shell and have that confidence and just that mastery over her heeldom to where it's like it doesn't even really matter that she's a dentist anymore. Like, I feel like there comes a point where your gimmick should just kind of die back or die off. Like, what's Tommaso Ciampa's gimmick? Just a great wrestler that you don't want to mess with. Like, I feel like every wrestler should get to that point. I feel like the gimmick should get people drawn into you, and then after a while you should be able to get away from that and just really entertain people with your personality and your wrestling skill. But there are just some wrestlers I feel don't have that, or maybe it's not even just them. Maybe it's the people that book them just don't think that they have enough to them to keep people interested, so they got to keep on with the wackiness. I feel like after a point in time, it's like Stone Cold. What was his gimmick? Just basically acting like himself after a while. It's just Stone Cold. And those are some of the best gimmicks, is when people just get to be themselves. I mean, Ric Flair, it wasn't wacky. He was just a jet flying, limousine riding. Like that was just what he wanted to be, you know?
And the champion, I think, took his time there a little bit too much. He's not in control of the pace. The deck is.
Oh yeah, I'm back to this number one contenders match.
Cover.
Let's go.
Strong making the tag, and this is where the UE usually dominates.
He's a good wrestler. That's what I'm saying. He's a good wrestler. So why don't you just be a good wrestler, dude? Well, I would love if he would go to the Dark Order. I think that would tighten him up so quick, man. Can you imagine Colt Cabana, like serious Colt Cabana? They just call him Colt. Just call him Colt, and he wears like a black singlet, hangs out with Brody Lee, and just smashes fools. He could be a great addition to the Dark Order, and at the same time get people to actually pay attention for the right reasons.
Roderick Strong busting a move like MC as Strong goes for the cover.
Join the Dark Order.
There, it seems. Top wrist lock.
Yeah, exactly. Eli. That's what I was just saying. Join the Dark Order, man. I think that would tighten him up, and I would be a fan. I'll tell you right now, it's not that I don't like him. It's just that particular gimmick is part of what makes it difficult to take a lot of AEW seriously. It's fun to watch, don't get me wrong, but it's such a herky-jerky, hot, cold, in and out of suspension of disbelief, and not that it takes away from the serious stuff on the show. I'm all for comedic spots, but to keep them separate, you know? Oh, beautiful. Fandango. Hey, Fandango does a tornado DDT off the other person's chest, still keeps control of Roderick Strong, picks him up into like a Falcon arrow. Oh, Fandango. People kind of sleep on Fandango. He's actually a really good wrestler himself. Yeah, Colt and Brody Lee. That's what I'm saying, man. Can you imagine him beside him? Colt's got a face. When he's not just smiling it up, he's got kind of like an intimidating look of him. Oh my goodness. Oney Lorcan. Oney Lorcan's like a lower budget Cesaro. He's like the discount Cesaro. Well, we tried to book you Cesaro, but we got you Oney Lorcan. Ah, that'll do. He looks more different than Fandango, yeah. Goodness gracious. Dump him to the outside. Oh my goodness! Fandango gets flipped to the outside on top of everybody. This is awesome. Wow, I haven't heard a in-arena crowd say this is awesome. Oh! Yo, Tyler Breeze with a supermodel kick. Supermodel super kick. Not the supermodel kick, it's the supermodel super kick.
Breeze hitting the supermodel kick, but now paying for it.
Oh. Uh-oh. I see Dexter Lumis behind that glass. What I would do with Colt if he joined the Dark Order is get him a new theme. Oh, yeah, for sure. Well, he wouldn't need one if he's going to be with the Dark Order. He could just have the Dark Order theme, right? Wow! They did win. Fandango and Tyler Breeze win. I'm going to have to mute this, but I'm actually kind of grooving to their theme song. Dude. Ty Breezy and Fandango come out of nowhere, literally like an RKO. And it looks like Jericho just won over on AEW.
Bringing that blood to the surface.
Oh, did he?
Marks of war is what they are.
Yeah, they're playing his music.
Right here, Cabana tried for that little bit of a misdirect, but Jericho had it anticipated.
Goodness gracious.
And right on the money with that Judas effect.
Yeah, the Judas effect.
Arguably the greatest pro wrestler in the game today, Chris Jericho.
First of all of you can shut your ass and address Le Champion with respect.
So Fandango and Tyler Breeze are your new #1 contenders, so they'll be going up against Imperium. I wonder if they're going to add that to the In Your House fight card.
You just saw what happened to Colt Cabana. It's the same thing that's going to happen to Iron Mike Tyson.
Iron.
That piece of shit.
Oh, dang. Sorry, guys.
Last Wednesday
Sorry,
night,
little children's at home.
Event in sports history happened in this ring. Tyson versus Jericho. It's the fight that everybody wants to see. I know I want it. I'm ready. I can taste the blood of Colt Cabana on my fist. And I want to taste the blood of Mike Tyson when I shove his head straight up his stupid.
What, you can't say that? You can say the S word, but not the A word? That is not true.
And that's why I'm not going to wait for next week, next pay-per-view, next Christmas. I want them right here, right now.
Wow.
That's why I'm calling out the baddest man on the planet. Le Champion is waiting for you, man. I want the baddest man on the planet to come out here right now. Come on, where's the baddest man on the planet, huh? We're right here, baddest man. Where are you?
You missed it. The Samoans were there. Really? Were they?
Scared? I'm gonna say it one more time. I want the baddest man on the planet.
What the heck is Orange Cassidy doing here? Oh, he's like, he thinks he's the baddest man on the planet. You missed the Samoans, Gritty. What'd they do? They did something? They forgot to pay him for today. Yeah, I bet you his fee is quite hefty. You don't just get Mike Tyson for free, I'll tell you that. At least be smart about it.
The destination, and he took it as the crow
This
flies.
is not very smart, Orange Cassidy. You got in the ring with basically the whole or 66% of the inner circle.
Putting Le Champion's hands in his pocket.
He put his hands in his belt. What is going on? They did nothing. Oh, okay.
I guess that's a show of respect from. Oh, Hager.
Oh, Jake Hager.
Jericho swinging a miss.
Went for it.
The elusive Orange Cassidy.
He may be the quickest man on the planet.
And there's his buddies.
And the best friends just snatch him, put him back over the rail.
All contact.
Well, here come the troops now.
Boom, 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 boom.
Coming to Jericho and Hager's aid.
What does that have to do with anything? The Samoans are just looking cool. Oh, okay. What the heck is their name? I forgot. Oh, God. I almost had it. What were they called? They're called Indushir. Indushir, right? Those guys. I don't think they're Samoans. I think they're I think they're more like Indian. But yeah, I just call them Samoans because they kind of looked like it. Indushir, yeah. He got that Jedi movement. Yeah, he could see moves coming. Maybe he's like Sonic the Hedgehog. Wouldn't that be crazy if all this time, like, that's what was up? He just moves so fast that he slows himself down so that we could see him. Maybe he's like Sonic. Like all the missiles are coming at him and he just sees them in super slow-mo. That's what's up. I think that's the truth about Orange Cassidy. He's actually like Sonic the Hedgehog, but we just see him. He slows everything down so far so that we can actually see him.
Green could celebrate with Robert Stone.
Chelsea Green, a huge victory for you tonight, teaming with the Queen Charlotte Flair.
Chelsea Green.
How sweet was that win?
Yeah, over here, Mackenzie. Here's the deal. The reality is, did the Robert Stone brand come through, or did the Robert Stone brand come through? I mean, Charlotte Flair, Chelsea Green, one team.
Gotta get a picture of Chelsea Green.
The Queen and the Princess teaming together. Only
Indian
the
Double
Robert
Dragon.
Stone
Oh, that's
brand
what you were talking
could do
about.
Such a thing. Am I right, Chelsea?
You're right, and ever since signing with the Robert Stone brand, it's worked. We've worked. After tonight, Chelsea Green is the hottest she's ever been. That's why you're fired.
Bing, bang, boom, Chelsea, you're fired too.
Wait, Robert Stone.
What?
Doing...
She wasn't serious.
Why would she do that?
Hey, Chelsea.
Why would you do that? He hooked you up. What?
Things aren't exactly going to plan for the Robert Stone brand. And speaking of which, here comes someone Robert Stone sees.
What the heck happened? Why? She just fires him? She's doing the best she ever did. Now go away. Doing the best that I can. Go away. Alright, Aaliyah's here. Man, I'm doing the best I ever did. Go away. Alright. Look at that. I even tied lyrics from Game Maker's favorite band into this whole thing. She fired him. Guess she wanted to do things on her own. Why would you do it now, though? Why wouldn't you wait? It's like it's like you're about to win the lottery, and then you're like, you know what? Kind of don't want this lottery ticket. Like you wait till the last two numbers. Like you're looking at your lottery ticket, and the news is on, and they're telling you the lottery numbers, and it's like every number is perfectly the numbers you have on your ticket, and you're like, oh yeah, you know what? Never mind. I was winning, but nah, I don't like that. I'm gonna do it on my own. Make my own lottery. Make your own lottery. Okay, on AEW they're showing a review, a recap of the tag titles being on the line. So it's Aaliyah versus Santana Garrett, I believe.
That's unwavering and confidence.
Is that who it is?
Garrett, a colorful
Yeah, Santana Garrett. Wow, I remembered her name.
in the waist block and then eats the back elbow from Aaliyah.
Oh, goodness.
The neck breaker by
Swinging neck breaker. Aaliyah ground and pound. Oh, and here comes Robert Stone.
Robert Stone.
The cover by Aaliyah.
Robert Stone is walking out here. Maybe he's looking for a new recruit after being dropped.
Robert Brand looking to save face, wanting to.
Aye. Santana Garrett's getting thrown all over the place.
His brand solvent.
She'll end up in the unemployment line with Zack Ryder.
Looks like Ari Gold after a bender.
I bet you Zack Ryder was unemployed for like 5 minutes.
In the corner,
I bet you he was unemployed for like 5 minutes. You know he got phone calls from every single brand on this planet the second they found out he wasn't under contract anymore. That guy is money as heck.
Here's the thing, Robert Stone has proven that he can get some.
And he's money on his own too. You know he'll make himself a big deal no matter what. So you can book him almost any way you want. He's still gonna be the man. That's definitely somebody you'd like to have on your brand, I would believe. Aaliyah might fit perfect with Robert Stone. Maybe. I think it would be a definite help to Aaliyah. She's not been getting much publicity or much good booking since she had her like team up with Vanessa Bourne. I think that was the last time she really looked like she was gonna do anything. Oh goodness, Santana Garrett with a fire slap. Ooh. Put a Rana in the corner. Can't stand Rana. Takes Aaliyah off the top rope. Now springboard. Back handspring press. Right across. Wow, Aaliyah loses. Robert Stone. Sorry, man. It's not going well for you. Shad Khan is the first minority NFL owner. That is crazy. But it's also kind of telling because it's almost like it's hard to be that rich as a minority. Big Swole is here. Big Swole's gonna face off against Nyla Rose tonight. That's what all these protests are about, man. It's about that equality, man. It's about having more black, Latin, Asian CEOs and people of wealth that can do something like that. It's actually not surprising. Rolls Royce? What the heck?
Cabbage rolls?
Big Swole is here, and so is Nyla.
Washington, D.C., the native beast, Nyla Rose.
Well, fellas, this
Dude, I like I like oh, I should take this title off of her. I like Sheeta, but I wish they would have left this title on Nyla, man. Because look, all of a sudden now she's not on TV anymore. It already they've taken her out of action. There should be another week where Sheeta just destroys somebody, and Nyla has the title. You know, should be another week like that. I don't like them hot potatoing this women's title as many times as they have. Just throwing it around. Now Nyla looks weak because she gets beat all the time. She gets slammed all the time. She was dominant for like, what, 3 weeks? No, it's just right back.
AEW Women's Division.
You have a beast, man. You got to make him a beast. It's like if Brock Lesnar was a beast for 3 weeks.
Oh, I don't think there's any question. I think the fact that she is not in the top 5 what we've been talking about. 2.5 months she's
Let's
not
see,
wrestled.
Big Show. I want to give a big shout out to the original Yellow Ranger. Yeah, I see that. Yeah, Big Swole does look like the Yellow Ranger right now with their outfit.
Probing with those back elbows, but Swole transitions into that side headlock.
Can't let people be the
very, very powerful.
biggest thing for like 3 weeks. They were just starting to keep to get this women's division really rolling. I'm not saying it stops, but such a pointless title change to me.
Once again,
somehow Big Swole's got to figure out how to maintain a very fast pace and take Nyla Rose off Nyla's feet. That's a key element here. Verticality is not Soul's friend against an athlete this
Nyla should be just such a dominant women's champ, so that they can make somebody else look dominant once it's over. Like, it doesn't even look like Sheeta was dominant at that point. Like, she beat a bunch of girls, yes, but like she still doesn't look dominant.
Each and every Tuesday on All Elite Wrestling's
But they've taken like the dominance out of Nyla now, and now she's just so touchable.
Swole able to avoid the pinning predicament there and maintaining control of.
Sheeta is on TV more than Riho was. This is true. This is true. I have nothing against Sheeta, and I'm not saying she should never be the champion. I just think it was a pointless title change.
That's a smart strategy.
And it just hurt. It hurt Nyla's legacy even more because it's not like they've ever let Nyla be consistently dominant.
I know Swole is strong, but that's a battle she's going to lose every time.
They let her get wins, yes, but she's so touchable that the dominance just fades away.
Now Nyla hits the ropes.
Oh, look at this.
Abdominal stretch, maybe?
And she's got it locked in.
That's a submission maneuver.
Got to dig down deep now. Oh, yeah.
I would liken it to what they did with Braun Strowman for a while, you know? It's like what they did with Braun for a while, where yeah, he's dominant, but he was so touchable that it just made it took some of the oomph out of what he was able to do and what you would expect from him.
Out of that and just got lifted off her feet like she was a small baby.
A small baby. A small baby. It is Nyla versus Big Swole. I do not have a picture of Big Swole right now, guys, so I apologize for that. I like AEW doesn't have plexiglass around the back. You like it? Yeah, it definitely makes it so the sound is easier to hear, and it makes it so you can just see more of the arena. And I just really love this this setup. I love the AEW open air arena setup. Absolutely love it. This has such a good feeling to it.
Well, Nyla Rose, the #1 contender for the AEW title, is on a roll. Can she keep it? We'll know in a moment. We'll be right back.
Watch the best moments from
Hijo is your waifu? Oh my goodness. The waifus. Next NXT champion, Io Shirai. Wouldn't that be crazy if she won it? Oh, is this a promo package? It is.
I don't have to get up this early. I choose to because.
Oh, she got a Suicide Silence shirt on.
I don't have any responsibilities right now. But
ooh, I love banana shakes, dude.
Is to be the best me that I can.
Banana
be,
protein
that's why I'm
shakes.
waking up this early, and I like going to the gym this early. Just get better and organize my whole day better. Because if I work out in the morning, I just feel better overall, and it's a good start to the day. And to be honest,
isn't she like 21, Rhea Ripley?
I finished 2019 the highest that my career has ever been.
Yeah, I think Rhea's like 21 years old.
And it's pretty much been.
What will you do with Aaliyah to make her stronger threat in NXT? Give her something to do.
In a short amount of time, that's hard to
have her start being a
what happened at WrestleMania?
Kind of like a backstage manipulator.
2020.
Have her be kind of like an Alexa Bliss type of person, where they start taking advantage of people to level themselves up. Make her like an infiltrator or something, or make her like an international spy, or I don't even know, man. Just do something with her that makes people like, yo, what's next? What's she gonna do next? What's she up to?
We are just days away from.
Because just having her walk out here and having to build character with her entrance doesn't really do much.
I'm nervous. It's been a long time.
If the only character development you get is just doing your entrance and then like in the ring, you're not gonna really translate well to a lot of fans.
And I changed my life here.
Unless you're just really charismatic and really explosive.
Excuse me? I'm made here. My class, the first class here, really had to fight.
So yeah,
for
that's what
those,
I'd do with her.
Takeovers. Just
Give her
people
something
accepting
interesting to
NXT
do
for
besides
what it
wrestling
is.
for a second.
Had I not had my takeover match where I won the NXT Women's Championship against Natty, I'm not really sure people would have ever taken me serious or given me a chance.
That was Charlotte's
Dude,
very
that
first
hug,
championship match.
that hug that her
Going
dad
back
gave her when she won that
to
title,
NXT, where she started from, performing on Takeover,
that was so
is
real.
Really, it feels like it's full circle.
She reminds you of Carmella. Yeah, she kind of gives me that feeling too.
She had to go back to NXT to show everyone that she is still as hungry as she ever was.
Takeover is extremely important to me and extremely important in the history of where I am today.
Yeah, that hug was
So,
real, dude. Like it hits me.
an
Like
outsider,
when I see it,
when
you
I
can
walk
just
in the
see the
building,
pride, you know,
feels like I'm at home.
the love and the pride. That's a real hug right there. It gets me, dude.
When I work out, I think about a lot of things, really. But right now, I'm thinking about this Sunday, and when I step into the ring with Charlotte and Io, that's the only thing that's really on my mind at this current time, and that's what I'm thinking about.
Swole's
That's why I'm
getting
working to
stretched
get
over
better
on
and better
AEW, by the way.
I want my championship back, and that's the bottom line. After Charlotte won the Women's Royal Rumble, I saw an opportunity, so I took it.
So if you're gonna challenge for any title at WrestleMania, well,
that opportunity was my opportunity, pretty much, to go to WrestleMania and be on the big stage and have the dream match that I've always wanted.
Rhea's very
that's
pretty.
why I challenged Charlotte.
She's very
Rhea
pretty
Ripley
sometimes.
had absolutely everything going for her. I mean, I said it. I was like, Rhea Ripley is going to be
I'm sure she's pretty all the time, but there's certain times
and then
where
she
it's
ran
like,
into
whoa.
a mountain named Charlotte Flair.
And I've only scratched the surface.
Swole mounting offense.
And there's just so much more that I.
Nice to see Swole on TV, you know.
It's a need for me.
This is a good
The
opportunity
NXT
for her,
Women's
but
Championship has been shown on all
they
three
make
brands,
everyone look
and
so
that's
competitive that it's
gonna
like
make it
nobody
so much sweeter
nobody is a
when I
dominant
take it.
factor besides
As the
freaking
entire world talks
Wardlow,
about what Charlotte did 5
Murder
years ago
Hawk,
and what Rhea Ripley did
and
5 months ago, let's talk about what
and
Io
Brian
Shirai
Cage.
is
Like
doing
everybody else is
today.
so touchable in
Anytime
AEW that's
Io
like there's
Shirai
no
walks
dominance.
into an NXT arena,
Everybody's
going to
wrestle a 15-minute match. Nobody's better than anybody else except for like one given move puts somebody in jeopardy and then they lose off of
and
it.
transitioned to pro wrestling at the age of 16 years old, winning every award, every tournament, every title.
I like
In a
the
lot of ways, I think
competitiveness,
of
but
her
it's
sort
like,
of
come on,
AJ
man.
Styles. You know, this incredible wrestler who worked her way around.
Yeah, it
the
is a
world,
good
10
match, but it's
years
like
in
every
Japan.
match is a good
And now
match,
here
man.
she
They,
is.
She's one of the best wrestlers in the world, male or female.
I wish
She's
people
truly
would
one of the
understand what I'm
best.
talking about.
She's
Like,
also
it
got
doesn't
this
make it.
mystique
It's
about
like
her.
it's
She's very
going to
mysterious,
just
and you
make it
wanna
look
know
like
more about her.
everyone
Leo
is
on my
capable,
TV. I
and
wanna
that's
watch.
it.
I want to see what she's gonna do. She's innovative. She's groundbreaking. She's beautiful. She's
Like you signed a bunch of
mysterious, and she's
overall
incredibly
75s
talented.
and put them into your league. Yeah, everyone's gonna wrestle evenly. Cool, you got 75s on your roster.
is a
I'm not saying that
Wolverine.
there's
She's like a
overall
spider.
75s, but
She
I'm
will
saying that's
rip
what it's
your
gonna make everyone
face
look
off.
like it.
And I think she walks out of NXT
Just like
TakeOver
with
in
the
your house this
Incredibles.
Sunday
When
as
everyone's
new
super,
NXT
no one will be.
Women's Champion. Count it, book it, lock it in.
The three most unique, dominant
That was the whole plan of the bad guy in the Incredibles. Make everybody into a superhero, then nobody will be. And that's exactly what AEW is doing. They make everyone into a superhero, and it's going to make it look so pedestrian to put on a good match after a while. It's fresh and hot now because you're used to the WWE style of things. But I'm telling you, that formula is going to get so old. Nobody's squashing anybody except for just the biggest of big people. There you go. All right. Yeah, I like they keep track of the records of the wrestlers as well. Prime targets should happen all time. Nyla wins. But Big Swole was definitely a worthy competitor, just like anybody would be. I just honestly, dude, they pluck people out of like Florida just people you never heard of and have them fight against Sheeta, and they wrestle 8-minute matches versus Sheeta. It's like, what? I guess you should be going toe to toe with your world champion and having knockdown drag out fights for 8 minutes. You think he'd be just plucking some dude out of the crowd and he'd face Stone Cold when Stone Cold was the world champion, and him and Stone Cold would have an 8-minute match, and the guy would get to look good?
It recentered me. So even though I wasn't victorious today, it don't matter because the fans are behind me 110%. And they know who world it is.
Rebel, back it up. Let's go. Let's go.
Anyway, they know who world.
Britt Baker's talking that trash. And I'm not saying it has to be like old school wrestling. It's just like, who's going to be actually dominant in your league at that point? Who's going to be an actual force that gets somebody over? It's like when they gave out those little participation trophies for Little League. That's what this is like. Everybody gets one. Everybody gets a good match.
Big Swole means business. Let's get out of this insanity and take it to Tony Schiavone, who earlier today...
Oh, nice. The FTR interview.
Darby, I've known
Yeah, I
you for a
like
couple of
MJF,
years. I know
man.
you're one of the toughest
Oh, no.
ever in the
Actually, it's
ring.
not
You've never
FTR.
let an injury
Darby
keep
Allin.
you from performing, keep you from going
Is he
into a
injured
match.
again?
I also know that the doctor here has said no, he will not let you get in the ring this week here on Dynamite. You go back to Double or Nothing, the injury you sustained at the hands of Brian Cage, the casino ladder match. Do you think this has anything at all to do with the
Darby Allin
interviews
is injured
that were
again?
being conducted by Taz the weeks prior?
Life's one big joke. However, Cage, I'll get the last laugh.
Wouldn't it be nice to eat with some of your old friends?
I'll get the last laugh. All right, we'll see. I need to get a picture of Brian Cage's stat, though, because they probably have some pictures of him. I just haven't even looked. Maybe I can find one right now during commercial, because we're at commercial break. Let's try it out. See if we can get Brian Cage. Was that his name when he was in, where'd he come from? Impact? Was that still his name? Do you guys know? I think that was still his name. No? That wasn't his name? That wasn't his name? Uh-oh. Yo, we got Cameron Grimes. He's so happy he got to eat his Taco Tuesday yesterday, and now he's out here on NXT. I will say they've done a pretty dang good job with Cameron Grimes. He appears to be not. He doesn't have that look that you would normally associate with like the WWE, you know. But he also has such skill and timing and just his charisma. He's got this like really cool like charisma force field around him. I feel like they've done such a good job with him. Bronson Reed. Well, I actually have both of these guys. I feel like they've done such a good job with Cameron Grimes. I feel like he's one of those people who could just disappear into your roster and then you'd hear about them getting released like behind the scenes. We talk an awful lot about people being misused or underutilized, but I think they've done wonders with Cameron Grimes. I'm kind of more interested in AEW tonight. The thing with AEW that's going to make it more interesting than NXT a lot of the times is that NXT is a fairly heavily wrestling-based show. So if you like wrestling, then you're probably going to like NXT a lot, you know. AEW has it seems like they've made a very concerted effort to tell stories and to build characters and to build those um, gimmicks, build the iconic gimmick or the gimmicks that they believe are going to be iconic in the future. They it feels like they have taken a page out of the Attitude Era and they're sticking straight to it. So if you're a fan of more like character work and storylines, AEW is going to be the place to be. The promos are fresh, fire, and they have people who are um, very well versed in those things. NXT is a developmental brand, you know, so these people are supposed to be out here wrestling, getting better at their craft, honing their characters, yes, but just basically getting as clean as possible in the in between type of stuff that builds characters. Keep in mind, most of the people who are in AEW who are cutting great promos and doing incredible character work, most of those people are either being taught by somebody who was taught by WWE, or it's somebody who was just literally at the forefront of building WWE into what it is right now. So uh, NXT is a developmental brand, so it's more wrestling based. AEW is going to do better by the storyline type of thing. So it's just overall going to be more interesting to you if you're looking for stories. And they have great wrestling too. So as has been seen for several weeks, more people are going to be interested in you if you're telling the right stuff.
The exact opposite of what we stand for.
Oh, we
tag
got
team wrestling.
FTR.
So we're going to teach them tag team wrestling. Emphasis on tag.
And then obviously we can't forget about the AEW Tag Team Champions. Sure. I mean, they're not even a real tag team, but Omega and Page, I mean, that's our ultimate goal.
Interesting
FTR.
that you mentioned some teams. You didn't mention the Young Bucks. They're to me, what tag team wrestling's all about.
Of course they are,
yeah.
man. Of course you would say that. The dream match everybody's been waiting for. It's not a dream match to Cash and myself. It's not a dream match for us. We've had to sit back and watch these guys get awarded with Tag Team of the Decade. We got to sit back and listen to Dave Meltzer sing their praises and say they're the next Midnight Express.
Yo, name
Tony,
drop
do you
for
think
Dave.
That makes us happy? Do you think we enjoy hearing that?
I'm
No.
sure, yeah.
I don't want to come in here. I don't want to have the best.
Dude,
tag
they
team wrestling
sprung
match
this interview on me.
I want
BC
to
Gaming,
punch
welcome
them in the
back,
mouth.
man.
Wow.
That's what
How
I
you
want to do.
doing?
I wanna
Good
beat
to
'em
see you in
3
the
seconds.
stream.
All right. Okay, then. Butcher and the Blade. She got into some physicality with them.
Yo,
But you
thank you to
didn't
everybody
attack
who
the Young
favorited the
Bucks.
tweet and retweeted
Why
the
did that
tweet,
happen
guys.
that way?
Please do
We've
that if you
dreamed
haven't already
about
done
this
it.
moment for the past 5 years. You can't say one tag team's name without the other being right after. Whether it's FTR, but what about the Young Bucks? Or the Young Bucks, but what about FTR? Who's better? And when we finally get the answer to that, Tony, I want zero doubt in anybody's mind. I don't want any excuses. I don't want anybody to say, oh, they were softened up by the Butcher and the Blade. I don't want to hear they were injured. There was a broken rib. There was a bad back. I want them to be 110%. I want them to be healthier than they've ever been in their lives.
When we beat them, Tony, I'd like for you, and I'd like for JR, and I'd like for Taz and Excalibur and all your little commentary friends to come to us and apologize and say, hey, man, I'm sorry for the last year and a half. You guys are the best.
Whenever it happens, it should be tremendous. And thanks for the exclusive interview, man.
Thank you, Tony.
All this time,
Oh my
I thought
God.
FTR was
Karrion Kross just decimated this match.
FTR was.
Sunday. Of course you would think that. Yeah, that's what they've been feeding.
Yo, Karrion Kross just decimated this match. Uh-oh, Butcher and the Blade? Uh-oh, Butcher and the Blade have crashed the interview. You lost your stepdad. My goodness, BC. I'm sorry, man. No, Scarlett was not with him. Looked like he was just by himself. I'm sorry to hear that.
Like businessmen, why don't we settle it in the ring where we handle our business? Calm down.
Yeah, relax.
Yes, relax. We'll see you next week. We'll see you next week. FTR out.
I like his haircut.
Well, Tony, what did you think about that interview?
I like his haircut. Okay, so I'm calling BS on FTR right now though, because when they pulled up in their truck, the Butcher and the Blade, because okay, they're what they just said. They just said that they wanted to make sure that the they wanted to make sure that the Young Bucks are 100%. That way, when they beat them, that nobody could ever. Who will face Mark Quinn for the TNT Championship? What? What?
Winner of the match coming up.
We talked about the great signing that Tony Khan.
Oh, okay. I was about to say, did you just give away? You just give away something? All right. I'm calling BS because FTR just said that they wanted to basically protect the Young Bucks. They want to make sure the Young Bucks are 100% when they fight them. That way, there is no doubt in anybody's mind who the best tag team is between them and the Young Bucks. So that would mean that they would have had to know that the Butcher and the Blade were going to attack the Young Bucks, because the Butcher and the Blade were actually not in the ring. They weren't the opponents of the Young Bucks. The Young Bucks fought against the Proud and the Powerful last week, right? Who did they fight? I think they fought the Proud and the Powerful. So FTR would not have been waiting in a truck and rolled up perfectly at that moment unless they knew that the Butcher and the Blade were going to attack the Young Bucks, because they weren't in the ring. They weren't in the match. So that's BS.
A loss is a part of life, Colt.
Uh-oh.
We all suffer losses, but without loss, we don't grow. And it's what you do after a loss. It's how you respond. And Colt, I can help you.
Yes,
with that.
please help him.
Think about it.
Please, Colt.
I mean, that's nothing I want to be a part of, but...
I'll just drink water from people you don't know.
He didn't see.
It's like eating candy from a neighborhood you don't normally go to and finding something in it. I'm so excited. Can't wait for them to have all these matches. Wow, yeah, these are going to be great matches next week. It's just, like I said, I pay attention to detail when it comes to these storylines, because I'm always looking for like that one little clue that's going to make it all make sense, or where like if I would have seen that one little thing, then I would have known that this guy was going to turn heel, or that this person was going to ally themselves with these other people. I want to see that stuff coming, but I want it to be rewarding for me to be like a detective, you know? me wanting, I want to know these things. But I want to figure it out myself by watching the show, you know? But in that case, it makes it look like FTR and the Butcher and the Blade are in cahoots. It makes it look like they're setting somebody up. Because there's no way that FTR could have known that Butcher and Blade were going to get involved after the match of the Young Bucks last week. There's no way they could have known. So their whole explanation they just gave, either they messed up with the storyline, or FTR and the Butcher and the Blade are in it together. And I don't think they are. I think they just messed up. Drake Maverick time, yep. I got a brand new picture of Drake Maverick. Let's use it.
Point, his dream, his lifelong.
Holy moly. This is for the title.
Tonight, if he's not victorious against Phantasma.
It's the dude in the mask. That's El Hijo. El Hijo del Phantasma. He's one of their newest signees.
NXT Cruiserweight Championship, Maverick's career hanging in the balance. El Hijo del Phantasma, the stalwart luchador, in his NXT debut.
Dude, I hope I'm right. I hope that I called this storyline so bad.
In this tournament, and we're about to get underway.
There we go, guys. Title match. Title on the line.
Drake Maverick, guys, now has to focus on El Hijo del Phantasma.
Who do you guys got? Who do you think's winning? You think El Hijo's gonna take it? Oh, 24/7 roll up. No. 2 count.
Out of the WWE in lightning quick fashion. Wow.
It was nearly all over right there.
Like
for
that
Drake
black belt
Maverick.
better. Oh yeah,
His
for
entire
sure.
19-year career
For
just
sure,
flashed
man.
before his eyes.
Yeah, the black title looks so much better than the purple one.
Gotta take a
The purple
deep
one looks
breath. He's
plastic,
gotta
you know.
settle into this competition. He can't get inside his own head.
Quick go behind by El Hijo del Phantasma early.
So they're building to it. Yeah, no, I have no problem with that, Eli. I have no problem with them building to the match. That's wrestling, you know. You want to build to the big giant money match. What I don't like is it not making any sense.
It's completely understandable.
What I don't like is it not making any sense what they did last week.
Your entire life could change. It's so understandable, but what you need to do is take a step back, take a deep breath, and approach the
A
situation
Blade
with
punch
calm.
match. That's why Blade and
Stay in the
Butcher
present
came to
moment.
beat up. Yeah, I know, but like, how would they know? How would they know to show up right then and then beat up the Butcher and the Blade? Like, just makes absolutely no sense unless they got some sort of voodoo science. Who do you guys got? Maverick, Drake, Phantasma. Uh-oh. Game Maker thinks Phantasma's gonna take it. Drake, Maverick. See, Grip says Maverick. We Rup says Maverick. Ringmaster says Drake. Yeah, I don't think it's dark purple anymore, man. I think it's just straight up black.
For Phantasma,
It might have been dark purple at one point, but
now Maverick's got to settle down.
Maverick seems
looking straight up black to me, and I got like the official WWE, image right here, and looking as black as it gets, man.
Mental aspect of combat sports, 90%, and this is El Hijo del Phantasma's had the early advantage, and Drake Maverick needs
How would they know, you know? How would they know they're going to come out here right then? What would they have done if it didn't happen? Walk out there and be like, just walk out.
Yo, Drake's got to get in the groove and get moving and stay there.
Yeah, I thought it was dark purple for a second, and it might have been. It might have actually been. Drake Maverick able to get out of the powerbomb attempt. Front flip senton. Takes down Phantasma. Eli says Drake is going to win. Pan, what's up, Pan?
Why are you doing this?
Betty, stop!
Why are you doing this? All right, here we go.
Fighting spirit. We love her.
Oh man, we got two different title matches at the same time. Ay ay ay. All right, I'm gonna put both acts on the same screen.
To introduce the competitors in this TNT Championship match.
Your main event is set for one fall.
Oh, this is the main event. Dang.
Remaining, and it is for the TNT Championship. Introducing the challenger from Valley Village, representing Jurassic Express.
Value Village.
Jungle Boy.
Did she just say he's from Value Village?
And his opponent, accompanied by Arn Anderson, from Atlanta, Georgia, weighing 215
Jungle Boy.
pounds. He is the TNT
All right.
champion.
There you go. We got everybody.
The American Nightmare.
You think Jungle Boy's gonna get it? Anyone think Cedric would make a good heel? I think Cedric is a lost cause. I think he's gone.
He turns 23.
I don't think there's anything that can do to really save him at this
And
point.
Tony Sox, he's
The
hurting
guy's just way too happy to be there. He's like an Apollo Crews type of wrestler to me. Very, very talented, but I hope he sticks around long enough for them to do something with him, but I think it's done, man. I think they're done with him.
Earlier last month,
The guy hasn't been on TV for like 3 weeks at this point.
And I know he wants to go out a champion. Boy,
And I don't blame them. He's never really caught on. Never really caught on. They gave him some material to work with. They gave him some storylines here or there, but
Cody goes underneath,
just too just simplistic in his delivery.
Style. He's got a size and strength advantage over Jungle Boy. Duh, we can see that.
I think he's done, dude. I think turning him heel would just be, it would just be a way to postpone the inevitable. The dude's gone. He's gonna end up in Impact wrestling for the X Division title or something. That's not a diss to him. He just, some people have that charisma and some people have that delivery and some people don't. And he just, I feel like he's had enough. I feel like he's had enough of a chance. You got to get him to somewhere else where he's gonna matter more. Get him to Ring of Honor. Get him to NWA even would be good for him. Or get him to Impact. Get him somewhere where he's going to be a big deal. Because right now he is just the catering crusader. I'll be right back.
And not only because of his father.
Big shoulder tackle takes Jungle Boy down. Jungle Boy goes up and over the top. Step up. Hurricane Rana takes down Cody.
There you go. Quickness.
Cradle. 1, 2. No.
It's hard to prepare for a guy as quick as Jungle Boy. Cover. He's not wasting any. There's no wasted motion with Jungle Boy. Tells me he's very focused.
Boy, Cody being very, very aggressive here.
Oh, forearm.
Oh. Wow, firefight in the corner.
Man, that took the Jungle Boy Jack Perry right to his backside.
Cody taking Jungle Boy across the ring into the corner, wrenching that left arm. Now sending him across. Nope, Jungle Boy reversing. Jungle Boy charges in.
Quickness on both ends here.
Oh,
power slam. Counter power slam. Lateral press.
Caught him in midair.
Going for another cover. Cody keeping the pressure on, but Jungle Boy able to kick out. And the thing about Jungle Boy Jack Perry is he's got an amazing heart.
MLW, yeah, maybe MLW.
JR, you
I don't know, man. I think he's such a great wrestling talent. It's just he's one of those guys who's gonna light up a promotion if he's in the right place. But just WWE is filled with so many people who can do everything he does and still be charismatic, you know?
We've seen Cody use this figure 4 to devastating effect.
He seems like a nice guy. He seems like the type of dude you would love to have for your promotion. It's just, it ain't cutting it with WWE, man. He's been there long enough. He's been there long enough to show some sort of ray of light, but I'm not talking trash about him at all. I think the guy is a great wrestler, and I'm sure he's a great dude.
Absolutely.
Just
right before the break.
Gonna need a little more than that.
Cody's. Oh, sorry, go ahead, Tony.
MLW.
Look this way only a couple of
Cody, the new Triple H. We're gonna find out, man. We got to see what comes of it.
Double or nothing. Cody said, "I need this title. I need it."
Jungle Boy off the
Jungle Boy.
Inside.
DDT could do it.
DDT.
Near leg hooked and a near fall created, and then both legs captured.
All right, I'm gonna put both of these matches side by side because I can't really. I want to watch both.
Look out here.
Oh, Jungle Boy Tope Suicida crashing into
The
Cody.
Tope battering ram.
How far has this man come in 1 year?
Oh, look, Cody's face.
Cameron, the Cameronian. Oh, Jungle Boy gets tossed into the audience.
Jungle Boy into the gun club.
I guess if you can do it, just do it.
Thrown out to the concrete. The champion is prancing and pacing. This match will continue when we come back.
All right, Burger King. Burger King sounds good right about now. All right, back over to Drake Maverick and El Hijo del Phantasma. Is Drake friends with Marty Scurll? I don't know. I didn't know anything really about Drake Maverick before he came to WWE. Besides that he was called Rockstar Spud, and I would hear about him like here or there. I really didn't know anything about him. Oh goodness! Maverick with a nice kick right to the face of Phantasma. Brody Lee got Colt Cabana. I'm happy. Yes, yeah, please do it. Oh my goodness, this grab is destroying the back of Drake.
The excruciating pain that Maverick must be going through. That bottom rope might as well.
Dudley Jr. Dudley is not a junior. He's the Dudley. Oh yeah, I saw it, Eli. That was good stuff. I think that's exactly what Colt needs to. Get rid of some of this jokey stuff. I feel like there should only be a couple people on your roster who are all fun and games and jokes, man. Not your whole entire top faction and everybody below that, and you got people switching their clothes, switching their gimmicks in the middle of matches and stuff. Like, there should be a few things is good. That's fun, you know. Been having fun with wrestling since forever, man. Oh my goodness. Wow, sideways sit out powerbomb. Maverick able to kick out, but he does not look like he's got a lot left in his tank here. He got destroyed.
One more time. Again,
I think in the UK it's Bud as a potato, yeah. I think so too.
Powerbomb by Phantasma. Drake Maverick, how much more can he take?
Why isn't this match at In Your House? I don't know. Mo, but I came up with a... Did you hear my storyline, Mo? I've been trying to tell you about the storyline since you came in here today, man. Did you hear my storyline? I think my storyline might be the reason. See, Griff, the fact that you're even talking about Angel Garza right now means it's probably working. All right, Mo, my storyline is that Drake Maverick was the person behind all the kidnappings. That he was the ringleader for all the kidnappings because he was trying to thin the herd. He wanted to take out all the cruiserweights who would be between him and the cruiserweight title so he could keep his job. So he had people kidnapped so that he would have very few people to fight for the title. On top of that, he used his leftover ties from being the GM of 205 Live to make those connections and recruit the luchadors who would be abducting people for him. And at the end of this, when he wins this match, they're going to reveal that he was behind the whole thing. That he was the leader. And that In Your House, maybe, one of those people is going to escape and fight him for the title. Or maybe they're going to escape tonight and challenge him at In Your House. Oh, Cody's bleeding. Cody is definitely bleeding. Man, he cut himself up. That's too good to do for NXT. No, it's not. That would be awesome. NXT's had some great storylines, man. Remember when nobody knew who attacked, who was it? Who was it? Was it Johnny Gargano? When nobody knew who attacked that guy in the parking lot, and then it turned out to be Lars Sullivan? Cody always bleeding. He bleeds for big matches. He's got that old school thought to him, man. Got that old school idea. That made my head hurt. My head's hurting now right here. That's too good for NXT. I'm glad you like it, though. I'm glad you like the storyline. When I woke up this morning, I just had an epiphany. I'm like, dude, what if Drake Maverick is behind all the kidnappings and he did this on purpose? Oh, wait! Here come the mass, the Lucha Larsons. Drake takes him out. Drake Maverick destroys the Lucha Larsons and catches a kick right to the chin. Oh my goodness! Wait a minute, dude! I almost lost it. Phantom Driver. This is over. It's over. Drake Maverick loses. Oh boy.
Cruiserweight champion, El Hijo del Phantasma.
Oh my goodness. El Hijo wins. It might actually be dark purple. It's so hard to tell. It does look kind of dark purple to me now that I'm looking at it. Maybe there are patches on it that are darkish purple. Dude, I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Well, they were involved with the storyline.
Keeping his job here at WWE, securing the Cruiserweight Championship. He went wild. He took out these 2 men at ringside, and he took his eye off the ball in this match, and that gave an opportunity.
Phantasma. I know GM Punk knows what he's talking about.
Drake Maverick caught by the Phantom Driver, and just like that, Phantasma became Cruiserweight.
Wow, Phantom Driver. I expected that match to be a lot longer.
Guys, what an unbelievably bittersweet ending to an incredible tournament.
Wow, they're just gonna leave it like that? All right, I'm keeping my eyes on the prize over here. Cody was going for the figure 4.
Jungle Boy pushed him off.
Coming off the top.
Jungle Boy right back to his feet, right back on the attack. No surcease in Jungle Boy.
Let's see this title up close.
Jungle Boy and Cody in a very
Dude, it might be just like the super darkest purple. You might be right about that.
Turnbuckle there. They're up there, severe
No way. Superplex to the outside through a table. What the heck was that? Oh, that was horrible. Oh no. So the table just destroyed the head of one of these guys.
For Jungle Boy and the fans and us.
Absolutely. They were so unstable on the top.
Oh, now we got the "This is awesome" chant. Oh goodness. Yeah, it looked like the table might have hit Jungle Boy right in the face. Oh my goodness, look at this. Oh God.
Cody got back up quickly.
Drake Maverick is cutting a promo over here.
Beth, it's hard not to feel empathy for what has transpired tonight in this tournament final.
My heart is just broken for Drake Maverick. You can see the show of respect from everybody here. He's somebody that
Does he like Drake Maverick? Not really. He wrestled him a couple times. He doesn't like him.
You know,
Up.
His story
It's
just
over.
resonates
Cody
with
wins.
us, and this is truly not how I hope this tournament will end.
Tom Maverick fought so hard to make it to WWE.
Cody wins. Cody retains. Dude, I hope Jungle Boy's okay. He's not moving at all.
Even though Cody retains the title, what a hell of a fight.
And what a first defense for the TNT champion, Cody.
They brought him his title. Dude, I hope Jungle Boy's okay. He got super racked in the face with a table on the way down. It did like a mousetrap type of action right into his head.
My hand is touching your hand for this gathering of the biggest body of
What's this?
country.
Wait, Triple H is here. Triple H is here. He's giving him another contract? An NXT contract.
Is that an NXT contract that Triple H has given Drake Maverick, you guys?
Judging by that smile, it is.
Drake Maverick gets a new contract.
WWE Superstar.
That I feel like that's a win all the way win situation there. I feel like that's a win situation all the way because I mean obviously Drake is gonna have captured the interest and the just the thoughts of so many people and be one of the more interesting cruiserweights they have. Maybe even the most interesting cruiserweight that they have. Besides maybe I want to say freaking Ricochet, but I think he's even more interesting than Ricochet right now. At least outside of the wrestling side of things.
Ah,
holy moly,
at
man.
last, a host with class.
I thought they gave it away. Wrestling's doing such a good job of trolling people that I love it so much, man. Everyone's getting trolled left and right. People are out here thinking that they know what's going on, and I absolutely love it. It's incredible. I love that people think they know what's up, and people are getting just super surprised because that's how wrestling should be, man. It's so much better that way. The best moments in wrestling were the surprising moments. They weren't the you knew it was going to happen for 3 weeks moments. There's surprising moments. That was awesome. That was really good. So let's have ourselves a little talk about this. Thank you guys very much for the host, by the way. Let's have a little talk, a little chat. Oh yes, it is upon us, guys. Grapple chat. I'm the only one hype about it. You guys are funny. What an episode! What an episode of Dynamite! What an episode of NXT! I just want numbers tonight. I don't want any explanations. It's beyond that right now. If I thought that this was like a medium, like middle of the road type of show, I'd be asking you guys like what you thought and what your overall review is. But no, we're not doing that tonight. I'm just gonna ask you guys what your score is. We're gonna add them up. We're gonna have some fun. We're gonna talk about wrestling. Don't get me wrong. We're still gonna talk about it. But I don't want full on reviews. It's pointless. Both of these shows were hot fire tonight. So let me find out what you guys thought. If you'd like to give me your review, you can just put it in the chat. You don't have to type a number one. Just put your number in the chat. For AEW, we're starting with AEW, guys. Starting with the Dynamite. What did you think of Dynamite tonight, guys? And if you want to talk about a certain thing, you can just ask me a question and we'll talk about it. Na 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 na. You had to use a computer for YouTube. Oh. Really? What did you guys think of Dynamite tonight? If you watched it with me, I'll know if you watched it or not. Also, I want to give Eli some massive props. Eli and Axid, thank you guys very much for holding down the YouTube chat tonight. You guys really were. You guys are some stallions. Wild stallions. Axid and Eli, thank you so much. And Eli, I also got to thank you because I've seen you in some other wrestling communities as well, but you're so you're so loyal here. Like whenever I'm on, you show up. Like I appreciate that, man. I want to give you some props because I don't get to say thank you enough to individual people. So you're the person I'm choosing today on YouTube. Eli, thank you, thank you, thank you. You're doing the dang thing over there. All right, so Tobias says 7 out of 10. All right, I got you. Ringmaster says 8 out of 10. Ooh, I like that. Ringmaster keeps it extra realistic a lot of the time. C. Griff says 7 out of 10. Okay. All right, C. Griff. C. Griff. You always remind me of McGruff. Remember the crime dog McGruff? 8.3. Ooh. Okay, I like that. I like that. It says one hit says 8.3. But you could get Twitch on desktop. Yeah, you can. You can. I actually use that quite often because whenever I have Amazon Prime, I get free games. So I use the Twitch desktop app, and that's how I was playing Devil May Cry that one time. When I had like 85 people in here watching me play Devil May Cry, that's how I was playing it. I had it for free. So it's pretty good to have it on the desktop. 8.3 for one hit. 8.5 for Mo. I like that. I think that a lot of these are fairly fair scores. Fairly fair. Big Red says 7.9. Ooh. Game Maker 7.7. Did I already take your score? No, I didn't. Okay, 7.7. Ooh. I have over 100 games now from Twitch Prime. Yeah, dude, they hook you up. I just got like 5 different SNK fighting games, and I love SNK fighting games. Definitely, guys. If you have Twitch Prime or if you have Amazon Prime, you should definitely get the desktop app and start playing some games. I know Mo said he recently started playing PC games. He started getting some games on his computer. So hey, I don't know how many of them are gonna work on a Mac, but definitely do it, dude. What was Dudley's score? Dudley doesn't give his scores because he says wrestling gets a 0 until he's there. No, Dudley. All right, Dudley wants to explain. Oh, okay. He says until all bacon kind is represented, he feels marginalized and left out. I can understand that, Dudley. So it gets a 0? Okay. Good job, Dudley. All right. It gets a 0. He says he's protesting. Dudley says until there's bacon, it deserves a 0. Good job, Dudley. All right. I agree with that. Yo, but what about... Oh, I guess never mind. All right. It's fine. It's fine. Wait, hang on. But you like that Hangman Page guy. He's the closest you've seen to bacon. What, because he brought a horse? Because he brought a horse out? That's why he's closest? What about Alexa? Have you heard about Alexa? You like Alexa? Oh yeah. She kind of smells like bacon. How do you know what she smells like, Dudley? Dudley, have you been using... Dudley, how do you know what Alexa smells like? How does she... No bacon, no peace. How do you know... Dudley, have you been using your teleporter to visit Alexa Bliss? It says she kind of smells like bacon. Interesting. Who knows? Dudley, I don't even think Dudley has a nose. I don't even know how Dudley's body works. He has no ears, but he can hear. And he has no nose, but he can smell. And from what I've seen, he has no mouth, but he can talk. I don't know, guys. My review. She's got a pet pig. What do you mean you know? Dudley, you've been doing some things, man. My son still wants a Dudley shirt. There's a Dudley shirt. There's a Dudley shirt on the shop, man. His mustache is his mouth. Is that true, Acid? I don't know about that. I've never tried to like dissect him or anything. There's a Dudley shirt. It's a little bit of the Dudley. It's on the shop. You don't remember? It's on the shop, man. If he wants a Dudley shirt, you can get him one. It's on the Gritty shop. A little bit of the Dudley. My review for AEW tonight. I feel like everything I wanted to see was on this show. I liked the backstage thing. I liked Matt Hardy talking to Sammy Guevara. I liked Brian Cage destroying people. I liked. It was a little bit of an off pro. Oh, I still gotta hear what the heck Jake the Snake and Lance Archer said. I feel like I missed out on that. The main event, dude. I hope Jungle Boy's okay. These guys have gotta. Man, you see, this is the problem. This is the problem with and this is the only time I'm gonna say this tonight. For AEW is they got to stop trying to work so hard to impress people who are going to watch anyway. They have to realize that the people who are the hardcore AEW fans are not going to say, "Oh, that match sucked," because they didn't jump off the top rope and go through a table on the outside and smash Jungle Boy's face. They're not going to say that. They got to stop doing this above and beyond nonsense, thinking that it's going to do something. They're watching anyway. They're watching anyway, okay? I'm not saying don't do cool spots. I'm not saying don't do cool things. I'm not saying don't show off your athleticism. Don't show off your finishers. I'm not saying don't do that. I'm saying don't do dangerous things. Cuz the people who are watching are going to watch anyway. Nobody's going to give your product a 0 because nobody jumped through a table tonight and almost killed themselves. They got to stop risking their talent's health to impress people who are going to watch anyway. I love their matches. They have incredibly talented wrestlers, incredibly competitive matches. They have to stop risking people's health to just impress people who are already impressed. Okay? Stop. Okay? We don't want another 5 weeks without Darby Allin. We don't want 3 weeks without Jungle Boy. We don't want Britt Baker to be out until All Out or whatever. We don't want that, okay? We're fine. We're not going to lose our mind if you don't slam Nyla Rose on top of Britt Baker. We're going to be just fine. So stop risking your competitors' livelihoods and careers just to impress a bunch of people who are already impressed. All right? We get it. You don't have to do the F-150 to people all day, all right? It's going to be fine. Yeah, Phoenix, Britt Baker, like just stop. It's not worth it, man. Just do what's necessary, and eventually people are going to start to see that. Yeah, I mean, WWE does have a lot of just ho-hum kind of boring matches, but the thing is, you get to see your favorite superstars whenever they're needed. Now we got to maybe have Darby Allin sitting backstage for the next 5 weeks cutting promos because he can't wrestle because he got jacked up. Like, stop doing that. But overall, the show was fun. It's just I think that these wrestlers' health is a little bit more important than how good the show was. I want to see them for years and years to come. I don't want to invest all this time and energy and caring and just getting hype for Darby Allin and then he wrestles for 3 years and can never wrestle again. That's one of the best things about WWE is when you like somebody, a lot of the time they're around for years and years and years. So you can stack merchandise. You can actually be hyped to see them next year at WrestleMania or whatever. But right now it's like, dude, how many of these people are even going to make it to All In? They got to stop doing that. There's no point. So there you go. That's my that's my negative for the show. But my positive for the show is basically everything else. I wish I could have heard that freaking Jake the Snake and Lance Archer promo. If it's on their YouTube channel here, let me see if I can find it. They've been fairly nice to me about their.
After a chaotic ending to last week.
They've been kind of nice to me about their content, so maybe I can actually play it on here. Let's find out. Hey, if I get banned from not banned, but if I get stuck not being able to do live streams on YouTube, you guys know where I'm at. I'm on Twitch. Nah, they don't have it. Dang, they didn't upload the... They uploaded the FTR, they uploaded the Orange Cassidy, they uploaded Swole, they uploaded Cody, they uploaded Moxley. They did not upload the Lance Archer and Jake the Snake promo. So I can't even play it. Dang it. Dang it, dang it, dang it. Does anybody know what he said? Can anybody at least tell me what happened in the promo with Lance Archer and Jake the Snake? I'd like to know what they said. I'd like to know what's next for Lance Archer. It's almost like he tucked his tail and ran off, isn't it? It's kind of sad. It's like if you lose to Cody, like you're just done for a while. Look what it happened to Wardlow. It happened to kind of happened to Dustin. It happened to MJF for a second, and now it's happening to Lance Archer. He just kind of like tucked tail and ran. Haven't seen him really do anything. What did he say? Does anybody know? He basically said it's not over. Oh. Oh. Dude, I gotta hear it. But thank you, Mo. Let's see here. I'm gonna give this a 7.9. I think it was just right below an 8. Because of the reasons that I talked about earlier. I talked about the discrepancy with the FTR promo. I talked about just the utter lack of regard for the health of their athletes when it comes to just making a match that people will talk about. So those two things kind of detracted from it. I don't like how Nyla is looking so touchable by every single person in the roster, so that takes away from it too. But I really didn't like how Kip Sabian and Jimmy Havok were turned into basically a speed bump. I didn't want it to be a super competitive match, but if you're gonna lose, then just let them lose. Stop with all this like, oh well, it was a good match though, like, because if it's always a good match, it's not going to be a good match. A year from now, if they keep doing this, it's going to be the most boring stuff you've ever seen. They got to make certain teams look like a genuine, just a working machine that just wins tag team matches. They got to do that, and I hope they do that with FTR. FTR could actually change this tag team division for the better, because they can have all the talent in the world, but if you just make every single tag team the most competitive thing ever, and nobody's better than each other, I'm telling you, it's not going to look good. A year from now, if they keep doing this, this is not going to be a good look for them. They got to let certain tag teams really be the best thing for a little while, and then make a team become competitive, then make them win, then make them untouchable for a while. You can't have every single tag team be on an even playing ground for the entirety of your year, because then nobody looks dominant, and then it's not fun to watch. Then there's nobody's getting over, nobody's looking good, everyone's just looking feasible. And looking feasible doesn't sound very exciting, does it? They gotta stop doing that. I mentioned you on Twitter video of Lance. Oh, you found it? Thank you, dude. I'm gonna look at it. Hang on. Yeah, I give it a 7.9. I think that they did a great job tonight. It was a fun show. I absolutely loved the way that Hangman and Kenny were able to reconnect. I loved the FTR promo. At least the parts that made sense were great. Butcher and Blade coming through, and then them announcing that match for next week. That was a good way to continue the storyline and get us hyped for next week. I love that Mike Tyson cut a small little promo about how he's back and he's going to destroy Jericho, which means that this is not over between Jericho and Tyson. Brian Cage just standing there while Moxley mocks him kind of looked weird. Made him look a little bit like he doesn't have a mind of his own, which might be his downfall. Maybe Taz is maybe the storyline here is that Taz is like the brains of the operation, and that Brian Cage can't think for himself, and that's what's going to cost him at Fyter Fest. Maybe that's what that is. Maybe they're trying to build that sort of dynamic where like he's the brawn of the operation and Taz is the brains, and then if Taz somehow gets taken out of the equation, then Brian Cage is just lost, and that's how Moxley can overcome him. If that's the story they're telling, that's brilliantly done. They did it tonight because Brian Cage just looked lost in the face of Moxley. Moxley looked like he outclassed him in almost every regard tonight. Didn't look like Brian Cage had a dang thing to say. I really like that. He looks like he's kind of like masterminding the situation. And you do not want somebody like Moxley setting you up, because what's he going to set you up to do? What else? Oh, the private party Matt Hardy thing was great. Cool to see him backstage with a different gimmick all the way through, not switching back and forth. I like that he just had like a solitary singular gimmick tonight and stayed with it, and it just fit in. And Sammy with his singing was whatever. 7.9 for me. So let's add these up and let's find out. Was AEW able to pull off the point tonight? Were they able to do it? Let's see. The loaded glove. Oh boy. Oh yeah. Hang on. Actually, I want to see this promo. Let's check it out. Aha! You found it. Oh, you found it on their Twitter. Thank you. Oh, it's only 45 seconds long? Wow, so I didn't miss much of it. All right, let's check it out. Pause this background music. You guys want to see it? I'm going to show it to you. Where is it? There it is. All right, check this out. Probably have to turn up my volume a little bit so we can hear it. Thank you very much, Mo. If you guys could give Mo some hype in the chat, that'd be great.
Guys, we found him. We finally found him. Let's go. Jake Roberts, we've been looking for you.
Come on, man. You want to know what the Murder Hut Monster's been up to? Do you think that one loss means anything to me? It means nothing. After 20 years in this business, there's not one person in AEW that's gonna stop me. Not you, not anybody. I'm not here to be a damn spot monkey. I'm here to be a monster. You wanna know what a monster is all about? I'm gonna show you pain and torture like you've never experienced before. And when I say everybody dies, I mean everybody dies.
Sorry, bro. Really sorry. Guys, we found him.
How did he
we
find
finally
him?
found him. Let's go. Jake Roberts, we've been looking for you.
Come on, man.
Who's he beating up?
You want to know what the...
Who is he beating up? Was that El Hijo del Phantasma? Did he set up his own... He set up his own wrestling league in the meantime? Meet me by the barricade. I'm gonna fight you. Wow. So I didn't miss much. I only missed like 20 seconds of it. I favorited both these tweets, by the way. Look. Tweet. Rockin' Robin. All right, let's get it. Let's find out. All right, so I gave it a 7.9. Let's add that. All right. So here we go. We have a 7.0. We have an 8.0. We have a 7.0. We have a 8.3, an 8.5, a 7.9, a 7.7, and a 7.9. Man, I don't know about this. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 62.3. Oh, man, this is going to be close. Divided by 8. Equals 7. Oh, yo. Oh my goodness. They got a 7.78. Wow, yo, talk about close. I love it. Let's hit the music for that one. Wow, dude. Wow. I love it. Did I see the gloves? No. He gave him gloves? I didn't see any gloves. Dude, that was awesome. Wow. People came out, man. You guys definitely gave it your real scores. I like that, man. Boom. 7. Yep, they got it. All they got to do is give they got to get a 7.75 to get it. They got a 7.78. Like Gritty, the glove Tully gave the chairman. No, I didn't see it. Incredible. Look at this screen. I love it. It's so comedic. If you just look at it, it's so funny. You see like Paul Heyman's face and Cody's face and freaking William Regal and Billy Corgan and Gollum. I love this screen so much. It's always so like, it's so fun. Does it lift you up? Does it make you smile? I hope it makes you guys smile. Honestly, that's why I put it together the way I did. I want it to be like a fun screen for us to get to. Raw is rolling, dude. Raw is killing it. If they can keep their pedal to the metal, they can earn a point. They can earn a point from Backlash. Dude, that might clinch the season. I don't know. I don't want to stop the season at Backlash, though. I feel like Backlash is not a Big 5 pay-per-view. Normally what we've done is we stop the season at every major pay-per-view. So we stop it at the Royal Rumble. We stop it at Survivor Series. We stop it at WrestleMania. We stop it at SummerSlam. What's the other one? What? Oh, would I normally count Money in the Bank? Clash of Champions? Hell in a Cell? I feel like there's another one. Gritty UFC fight. There's a UFC fight? Can you guys hear this background music, or is it too loud or too low? Let me know. I don't know the other one either, because it changes so much. It's like whatever one they actually try to build towards, Cameron. It's like whichever one they actually try hard for, you know? That becomes like the other one. Yeah, I said Survivor Series. I said Survivor Series, Royal Rumble, WrestleMania, SummerSlam. But there's like one more. Because now they have a Big 5. But I would normally say something like Money in the Bank, but that was so close after Mania that it would not make sense to end the season. Yeah, normally there's 4, but now think about it. So if I stop it at SummerSlam, we might not end the season until like September or something. Who knows when SummerSlam's gonna be? So this might be like the longest season ever. So I feel like I might have to stop it at Backlash just to give everything else a chance, because there are brands that are rolling right now, but they're a little bit too far behind. I'd rather them have a chance. We might have to stop it at Backlash. But that might make it like the shortest season, because then we'd have to stop it at SummerSlam, and SummerSlam's probably right after Backlash. It's such a tough decision, man. I kind of want to just stop it at SummerSlam. I don't want to stop it at Backlash. And then next season end at SummerSlam. But then that would be like one pay-per-view, I think. Because do you guys know if there's anything between Backlash and SummerSlam? I'm glad we're having this conversation, because we gotta figure this out. Because if we stop at Backlash, SummerSlam is gonna be like the very next one. So that'll just give like a 3-week season. I guess we could do that. Could do like a 3-week season, just like a super sudden death type of season where you just got 3 shows to get it on. That could be fun. Actually, that sounds like a good idea. Actually, that sounds like a good idea. If we had like a 3-week season, but that would discount all like the actual wins that people have gotten. Oh, this is so tough, man. Okay, I know what I'm going to do. I know exactly what we're going to do. I know exactly what we should do here. We should stretch it. We should stretch it to SummerSlam. We stretch the season to SummerSlam, but whoever wins gets a full color trophy. I'll make the trophy. I'll make another trophy in silver, and we'll give out the first silver trophy of the Battle of the Brands. So we'll add a silver trophy to whatever brand gets second place. Let's do that. Let's make it so there's a second place trophy. And then maybe next season we'll add a bronze trophy. That way each brand actually gets something for where they finish, like how well they did in the season, so we don't just have like a main winner. We also have a silver trophy. How about that? Silver is less than gold. It is, but then I mean, if you don't get the most points, you shouldn't get a gold trophy, right? So how about that? How about we do a silver trophy if we extend it to SummerSlam? Maybe platinum or something. But yeah, it might look. I mean, unless I really bejewel it, I could bedazzle it and make it look platinum or something. Yeah. You know, like give out a gold trophy and a silver trophy if we extend it to SummerSlam, and then because we already have a NXT emote on YouTube, so I wouldn't want to make another emote for Twitch, so I'll either replace the NXT emote, or it'll be an AEW emote, or it'll be a Raw emote. We'll switch out the NXT emote if it's necessary on Twitch with whoever wins. Extreme Rules. Yeah, when's Extreme Rules, by the way? Is Extreme Rules after Backlash? Or did they replace Backlash with... Or did they replace Extreme Rules with Backlash this year? I think that's what they did. Yeah, I think they replaced Extreme Rules with Backlash this year. That's crazy. Raw might win. I know it is, right? But they've been doing well, man. They've been doing a really good job. They've been such a fun show to watch during this lockdown, and I think that the lockdown might be part of the reason for it, actually. July 19th. Yeah, that's Backlash. But I'm saying, did they replace Extreme Rules with Backlash this year? They do that from year to year. They'll switch stuff out, like that one year we got Great Balls of Fire, another year we got Fast Lane or whatever. Like they switch these things out. I think that's what they did. I think they replaced Extreme Rules with Backlash this year. They'll still be trophyless if that happens. Who knows? We don't know, man. That's a lot of weeks from now. It's a lot of weeks from now, and AEW has been turning up the heat. If they can keep this type of momentum going on that they've been doing heading into Double or Nothing and out of Double or Nothing, the sky's the limit for AEW right now, man. They might be able to overtake Raw. All it takes is Raw to trip a little bit. And you know, Raw has a good history of not delivering the best show possible. So Stomping Grounds, yeah, Stomping Grounds, stuff like that. Backlash is June. Oh, so wait, you're saying that Extreme Rules is July? Oh, okay. Wait, so... Gosh, man, that's so tough. Dude, that places Backlash as like a major pay-per-view at this point. Man, that's tough. This would be such a extensive season. But we have to do it, because if we don't, then it'd be like a 2-month season next time. If we ended at Backlash, it would just be... Gosh. So Extreme Rules is going to happen. All right. So what we will do is we will have to do a silver. We'll have to do a gold, silver, and bronze trophy then, if we're gonna wait till the end of SummerSlam. We'd have to hand those out. We'll have to do it that way, because there's no way, man. There's no way we can just have it go that far and just hand out nothing but one brand wins. If they keep that date, I'm going. Backlash feels yeah, I agree, Cameron. That's why I don't want to stop it at Backlash. It seems so anticlimactic. Like it seems like a holding pattern type pay-per-view. I wouldn't be surprised if like no titles change hands at Backlash. I would not be surprised if not one single title goes anywhere. I mean, what's going to be on the line? The Universal title. Braun's going to destroy both of them. Those two guys haven't even been on TV at all. Freaking Miz and Morrison, they haven't even had any representation at all. And their last representation was getting smashed by Braun. There's nothing going on there. So Universal title's going nowhere. Bobby Lashley taking this title off of Drew right now, it would have to be something incredibly crazy. I mean, MVP would have to come out of the crowd with like a rocket launcher at this point. MVP, what's that? Wait a minute, is that a rocket launcher? MVP just came out from under the ring with a rocket launcher. My God, the ref doesn't see it. It would have to be something like that. Drew ain't losing. Who else? Intercontinental title is going to be on whoever it's on. Maybe a rematch of Daniel Bryan and AJ will be at Backlash, but I don't see the title switching there either. Why would you put it on somebody and take it off of them like 2 days later or whatever? What else? What else will be on the line? Bayley's probably never going to defend her title again. Asuka versus Nia. No, she's not losing that title to Nia. Like, there's nothing going on there. By the way, this is we're switching to NXT review now. That's if they have fans in the stands. Yeah, really. That's 3-1. So it Backlash, Extreme Rules, and SummerSlam. Yes, that is true. But we'd be ending the season at Backlash if I ended it there. So there'd only be 2 pay-per-views in the season if I started a new season there. That's why I don't want to do that. I mean, it sounds fun, but I feel like it would undermine the win. I feel like whoever won that season would be like, oh yeah, it would just have an asterisk next to it, where people would be like, yeah, they won, but it was like the shortest season ever. I don't want that. I want there to be a legit win. I'd rather them go head to head for like a month longer and it actually matter than drop the bottom out of it and have somebody always have that like asterisk victory where they just kind of won because consequences, or ended at SummerSlam. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna have to do it, but we'll give out gold, silver, and bronze trophies. We'll do that. We have to do it that way, because if we don't, it's gonna look real wacky. And if we would have ended it at Money in the Bank, that would have looked wacky too, because that was just the very next pay-per-view after Mania. So we're doing the best we can with what we got, guys. Neck gaiters? What the heck is neck gaiters? Rhea is in NXT this Sunday. Yes. Yes, she is. Dude, I can't wait for that. Alright, so if you watched NXT and you'd like to give me your review, and you were actually in the chat during NXT, please give me your review, guys. Give me a review score. Just your overall out of 10. Yeah, they ordered it all weird. I don't know. It's like a bank robber's match. Oh, okay. Okay. Where'd you see those? You gotta tweet these things to me, Mo. Let me know, Mo. You're one of my social media moguls. 8 out of 10 says we repped. All right, let me start adding these up. All right, clear. 8. Okay, 8.0 from We Rubbed. 8.1 from Ringmaster. 7.5. Okay. 7.5 from Mo. Wasn't here, but I'm gonna say 8.2 anyway. It was a good show. I was finding jokes. You guys are so funny, man. That was crazy how AEW just skidded across the finish line like that. If I would have given it anything less than a 7.9, oh boy! If anybody would have given it anything less, I'll count you, Cameron. I'm gonna count you this time, but you know it's too sweet. Tobias, I'll give you your 8, but I'd rather you hang out and talk about wrestling than make jokes. I mean, I like your jokes, but if it's between those two, I'd really... Actually, we need jokes, man. You're doing all right. Dude, it's all good, Cameron. I understand, man. You're here when you can be, and that's all I really ask for. The whole reason I made that rule in the first place is just so that people can't they can't artificially destroy or inflate a show. I want people to have to be here, you know? Because in my idea of how to do this show, if you hang out all day, then I mean, yeah, maybe you could. If you're that dedicated, then yeah, maybe you can throw a crazy rating in, you know? But I find that most people who are just super fans of one certain brand or something, they're not going to hang out all day to troll. They got other things. They got other places they can troll more effectively. I miss Dexter. I saw him through the glass. I saw him through the plexiglass. He was hanging out with all the trainees. Did I miss him do something else? I gotta have this Popeye's chicken sandwich, man. They're selling the WWE pay-per-view chairs now? Oh no, really? Dude, they should never do that. That's like one of those things that you can authentically be like, yo, I was there. They shouldn't do that. Oh no, they're selling the pay-per-view chairs? Gave us regular sandwiches instead of spicy. Oh. Dude, Cameron, you know what you do there? You know what you do there? You only take one of them back. Or you take all of them back after you, like, bit it a bunch of times. You took, like, bites out of it. And then you take them back there. And then you get the spicy ones so that you got, like, double meals. That's what you gotta do, man. That's 2 mess-ups in a row. I want the WrestleMania 35 chair. I was there, so I won it. You see, that's okay if you were there, but now people can start claiming like, yo, I was at WrestleMania 31, yo, I was the one who told Seth to cash in. I mean, let's keep the old ones too. Oh, nice. Oh yeah, dude, they can't take the old ones back. Dude, that's a come up, Cameron. That's a come up. I like that. I might just pull up to the drive-thru and order like the most complex order so they mess it up so I can just get double food and be like, yo, okay. Hey, I want a double-decker taco, but I want it to be half of a double-decker with double sauce, 2 times the amount of cheese. On top of that, I'd like another double-decker, but I want it to be a plain double-decker. I don't want any sauce at all. I don't want cheese. I don't want nothing. Then on top of that, I want the grilled stuffed burrito, but I want you to not grill it. Then I want another grilled stuffed burrito, but you grill it and you put extra hot sauce inside. I want extra beans on the first one though, not on that one. I'm just gonna go up and just confuse the heck out of them, and then I'm gonna get double food. I'm gonna put together the craziest order, and I'm gonna actually do it ahead of time on my phone. I'm gonna record my whole order, and then I'm gonna play it back in double time, double speed. I'm gonna speed it up so when they're like, "Yo, welcome to Taco Bell. Can I take your order?" I'll be like, "Yo, I want the double." It's gonna sound all crazy fast, and then I'm just gonna get double food. Maybe I'll slow it down to like 1.5 when they ask me to slow down. But yeah. There you go. Perfect. Double. They overcharge you anyway. That stuff costs them like $1. Dexter was drawing a bus with him and Undisputed, and he was driving it? Hang on. What? Alright, I'm going to see if I can find this before I give my review. Gotta keep it a bittersweet night for Drake Maverick. Oh, they uploaded another promo from Drake. I can probably not play this. Yeah, WWE is crazy about their content, man. I can't play it. Hang on. Keith Lee, Mia Yim, Candace LaRae. Dang, dude, they doubled up Mia Yim? She is getting... No, she's... Look, dude, Mia Yim is 1, 2, 3. 4. She's 4 of the top 12 NXT videos right now. Talk about a push. It's 12, right? Yeah. It's 12, right? Yeah. Mia Yim is in 4 of the top 12 videos of NXT right now on the WWE YouTube channel. Talk about a push. And they put her in the freaking Netflix movie. She is... I don't know what she did, man, but they must just like her look or something. Let's see if I can find Dexter Lumis. Yes, okay, I found it. And they got the Robert Stone promo too. Okay, I'll just play the sound. Oh, actually, this is not going to work because there is no sound. Dang it. This is one of those rock and a hard place type situations because I can't play the promo. Alright, I'm just going to watch it. You guys will see my live reaction to it. Oh, dude, they even have the freaking theme song playing, so I can't even play the sound. Alright, Dexter Lumis is making some sort of piece of art while the interviewer is staring at him. And it's playing his theme song. You know, Dexter Lumis can actually draw. He draws that like you know those political cartoons you would see? He draws like that. He draws like a political cartoonist. Who would have known? Dexter Lumis can actually draw. This is impressive. I mean, it's not like the greatest looking piece of art or anything, but oh. Yo, it's got NXT TakeOver in your house on the bus. And he's got all of Undisputed Era in the back of this bus. So he's going to take them to In Your House? Apparently Dexter Lumis is going to take all of Undisputed Era into In Your House. Here, I'll give you guys the link so you guys can see it too. There you go. What can I say except you're welcome? There you guys have it. Into a crazy house. Yeah, that's weird. I don't know. Why don't WWE just sell merch with the WWE logo on it? Because that's another thing, dude. It's like they don't even think people like their company. They think they just love the superstars. I don't get that either. It's so hard to find anything with just the WWE logo on it. Wouldn't that be perfect to have a mask with just the WWE logo on it? That would look cool. Have like a personal protective device, personal protective mask that you can wear into a store that just has the nice WWE logo on it. And maybe actually make it out of not metal, but like a shiny plastic material so it shines in the light or glows in the dark or something. That could be cool. You just want a WWE logo fitted hat forever, dude. It's like they don't think anybody's a fan of them. I don't know. I would love that. I would love to have a personal protective mask that just has the WWE logo on it. Absolutely would be awesome, and especially if they could make it look like metal and ruby. If they could make it look metal and the red part was ruby, oh, that'd be so fire. Or the old Scratch logo, yeah, the Attitude Era one. That could be cool too. My overall score for this, it's still going to be a little bit lower than AEW, and it's not because I'm trying to compare the two, but it's like rating AEW lets me know where the shortfalls are in NXT, and I'm going to keep harping on it forever. It's that the stories don't seem personal enough. It seems like too many people are just fighting for a title, and it's not personal enough. I liked the Karrion Kross beating up everybody. I liked that. That felt personal. Adam Cole and Velveteen tried to make it personal, and Adam Cole kind of it seems more about the title than any sort of like animosity there, and I just think that they need to step it up a little bit when it comes to those storylines. They've done a good job with Keith Lee and Johnny Gargano, but it seems so contrived and out of nowhere that I can't really feel the storyline. It feels so rushed. It's like, oh, now you guys got problems. Like, what the heck, dude? What happened? He just was at his dinner table and that made you so mad? Like, it seems very rushed to me, which it is. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. It is rushed. They had to put something together quickly, and they had to give us a pay-per-view worthy match, and it's gonna be pay-per-view worthy. But I feel like the storyline itself is very rushed, so the feeling behind it is not there. It's not all the way there. I do like them feuding, but I just wish they had like another month or so. And this is coming from a guy who doesn't really like super long builds all day unless it really comes to characters that it makes sense with. But I would just feel like they could do so much better if they had another month. I don't think there was any sign of Damian Priest or Finn Balor. This would have been a really great time to show off the new, not the new attitude, but just the attitude of Damian Priest. I really would have loved if he would have had like just a little segment where he was in the limo. You know how they introduced him, where he was in the limo and he was like a nightlife vampire type of dude, and he pulls up to the club wearing like some fresh gear, and then out of nowhere you see Finn Balor on top of the sign and he just jumps off and smashes him or something. Just do something to build that match, because I feel like this would have been a really good time to build up the story between them a little bit more. I feel like there's still unsolved business between Damian and Keith Lee at this point. I feel like him and Finn Balor is like the secondary storyline, but it's the main thing now. So kind of wish they would have hammered that home a little bit better. Kind of wish they would have hammered that home a little better. The Drake Maverick thing, I don't think that they even made it super apparent that El Hijo was behind the luchador thing, like it became somewhat apparent at the end, but they didn't hammer that point home. I wish they really would have. I wish he would have like instructed them to do something so that we would have known for sure, so that next week or even at In Your House we could have got some sort of show of power by El Hijo. Like he just brings out his crew and they like occupy In Your House for a second, and they're like, just to let you guys know who's really running the show. And then he comes out and he sits in the middle of the ring and nobody can stop them, and he's got the ring is surrounded by his forces, and then they're just like destroying the refs and the security guards who are trying to keep order, and he's just sitting in the ring like, I told you. And he's just wearing his mask and his brand new title, and he's like, make no mistake, you guys wrestle here because I let you wrestle here. And then he just walks out. That could be like a very powerful statement, but they didn't hammer it home tonight. So if that happens, it won't be as savage as it could be if they do it on Sunday. I hope they do. I hope they do something like that. I would really love for there to be a fun and devastating faction in NXT that people have to look out for. Just so many ideas that I have, and so many ways that they could just improve these storylines a little bit to turn it up a notch. I feel like everything is at like simmer instead of like certain things being at boil. Everything's at like the simmer. And so I'm going to give it a 7.75. I'm going to let it skim by. 7.75. That's the simmer to me. I feel like it's worth a watch, but it's not anything that I'm gonna write home about, except for just those little parts. The Drake Maverick ending with Triple H was good. Karrion Kross showing up. The attempt to make the Velveteen Dream match seem like it matters more, and I don't know, man. Just there's a simmer. I think it's fun. It was a good watch, and it's worth a watch. But I'm not giving it anything super high above a simmer. I'm giving it a 7.75. Just skims across the finish line for me. Oh, Gritty, I mentioned in your glove video. I gotta see that. Let me add these up. Let's find out. Definitely a good episode of NXT. Both shows killed it tonight. Both shows were fun. And a 7.75 is a very, very good score, guys. I want everyone to understand that. That does not mean bad show. That just means like that's the point where you can be like, yeah, I recommend this, and that's where I'd be at. I'd be like, yo, yeah, you should watch it. So here we go. We got an 8.0, an 8.1, a 7.5, an 8.2, an 8.0, and a 7.75. Oh my goodness. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's 6 scores. So 47.55 divided by 6 equals 7.9. Dude, they did it. They did it. Dang, this is a heated showdown. Rhea, Io, and Charlotte. Oh yeah, there was that too. There was the stone. You know, I don't know what to think about any of that stuff right now. I really don't. I don't know where they're going with that. The firing of Robert Stone and all that. It doesn't add to or subtract from the show to me in a way that I would really change the score of the show. And then Aaliyah losing after almost getting recruited by Robert Stone. It's such a weird holding period where it looks like something's going to happen, but nothing happens. I don't know. I can't give that much. Oh, yo, the triple threat tag team match. I forgot about that. Dude, I'm glad I gave it a 7.75 because I would have just upped my score a little bit. I would have upped my score to probably like a 7.85 or something like that. Because Fandango and Tyler Breeze winning is awesome. That was good, and that's definitely that's definitely gonna infuse some charisma and some fun into the tag team division, because with the loss of Matt Riddle, you're gonna need it. Yeah, Breezango. Just hope they don't have them disappear again. Yeah, for sure. For sure. I'm kind of weary. I'm kind of weary on that for sure, dude. I'm worried about that too. They're a good tag team. They're very entertaining. Yeah, dude, I agree with everything you're saying. They're a good tag team. They're entertaining. They're both talented. In ring, out of ring, you can cut promos. I feel like having them down in NXT is so brilliant because you know they're not going to do much on the main roster right now. So why not have them down here working with people and showing them how to exude that confidence and that charisma and just that fun. Why not have them down there? Because there are some tag teams down here that could use it. Even teams like Indushir and Imperium, there are ways that these teams can learn how to exude more confidence and exude more of their character through their actions. And you have people like Fandango and Tyler Breeze down there. It's not just about them being over the top fashion police stuff. Like they have experience of how to make your character work and how to make it translate to a crowd and make people actually interested in you. So it's not just about them being good guys or funny. They can show people. They can show people in NXT how to do that for themselves. Can you imagine if Indushir actually starts showing off more of their like brutality, more of their grit, more of their savagery in the ring, and actually can come off with a little bit of charisma, or somebody like Imperium can do that too, even though they're very militant. Can you imagine if they're able to show that off with a little bit more flair and get people even more into it? It's such a piece of profit for NXT to have them down there, so I'm excited about it. I hope it continues. I hope they don't disappear again. That's for sure. Bivens needs better mic press. He does. He seems to be in a rush. He needs to seem more more sure of himself. He needs to be more sure of himself and more sure of his crew. If I were managing Indushir, that team everybody be waiting to see them. Everyone will be waiting to see them. I really wish. I wish I was their manager. I would, man. Whew. Yeah, he's very subdued and he does not seem like a threat himself, and he doesn't seem sure of what he's saying at all. He seems like he's trying to convince himself more than the crowd. You know? I hope that's why they've been gone. Yeah, I hope he's been taking like acting lessons or just hanging out with somebody like Shawn Michaels or Triple H on how to like deliver that oomph that they need. Because Indushir, they look like $1 million, man. They look devastating. They look powerful. They look like they could be the next coming of something like a AOP. An AOP, I mean, I don't got to tell you how well they did. They did pretty dang well with their run with who did they have? It wasn't Tully Blanchard. Who was it? Was it Tully Blanchard? I think it was Tully Blanchard. Who did they have? They had some famous guy as their manager. Who was the guy they had? I forgot his name. It wasn't Tully, it was I can't remember. But the guy was awesome. Whoever they had, the guy was awesome. I forgot what his name was. He was one of the... Was he one of the Four Horsemen? I don't think he was one of the Four Horsemen either. He was just like a really legendary guy. Guy that did LOD. Yeah, that guy. What the heck is his name? You know, he had like the book. It was so awesome. I can't remember his name right now, but you guys know who I'm talking about. That guy was magic. You know what would be epic? Wait a minute. What if they have that guy, isn't it Bivens? Is it Bivens? What if they have Bivens there as like a wacky as a wacky leader, like he's not, like we were just talking about, he needs to upgrade his ability to deliver a promo that's believable and make his team look like the best thing. What if they put him there just for that, and then the guy who was the manager of AOP is actually going to come back and manage Indus Sher. He's going to actually kick him out. Paul Ellering. Paul Ellering. That's his name. Paul Ellering. Thank you. Yes. There you go. Ellering. Yeah, he's got like a daughter who's in the business now too. Yeah. Paul Ellering. Thank you, One Hit. What if he's going to come around and kick that dude out when they're not getting results? That would be such a good storyline. Like, Indus Sher starts having troubles, and then you just see him, like... And he just, like, grabs Bivens by the belt and just throws him in a dumpster. And you see Cameron, and Cameron's like, I'll take care of him. That would be great. If he's like, you know, I know talent when I see it. And you guys got something special, and then he manages them. Although he's pretty old, I'm not sure if he wants to hang around during this outbreak or whatever. So maybe they have to wait for that storyline. All I know is that Indus Sher looks like $1 million, man. They look like they could be another really devastating tag team, and that's one of the things that is missing from NXT right now. Not AEW. AEW's got an incredible tag team division. They need devastating tag teams. They need a tag team that looks like it's just going to wreck you. And then they got to do that. I would love that. Paul comes back, dude. Paul Ellering. He was great with AOP, man. He was great with them. And then maybe they could be like the next AOP. And then, freaking, what's his name? I'm having trouble with names tonight. Mauro Ranallo. You know Ranallo would love that. It's the second coming of AOP, but this time it's even more devastating. They're writing a new chapter. You know, he would just freaking lose it. And then maybe AOP would come back. You know, because AOP's doing nothing on the main roster. They keep getting injured, dude. They were killing it in NXT. They came up to the main roster and just... Maybe AOP would come back like, oh, really? And then you get AOP versus Indus Sher versus, like, Imperium versus... Oh, my goodness, dude. I'm losing my mind just thinking about it. Just rip the ring down. They come back to NXT like, oh, I heard you guys think you're the next us. I heard you guys think you're real. Oh, man, dude, that just gets me hyped thinking about it. And that would definitely make Indus Sher look fantastic if they could actually beat AOP with the tutelage of, oh my god, dude, what if they beat AOP, but just barely because of like the tips that Paul Ellering gives them, and then Paul puts together like the ultimate militia, and the ultimate militia is AOP and Indus Sher, and then they become like, they're not even called a faction, they're called the ultimate militia, and they just start wrecking, and you never know where they're gonna show up. You never know where they're going to show up. Like, they show up on Raw sometimes. They show up on NXT sometimes. And they just smash fools. Like, they just come out and rip everything up. Oh, that could be so fresh. Double Dragon, yeah. Double Dragon. Maybe, like, AOP comes down there to do battle with them, but then they see that they have the same idea about how to devastate all of WWE. And then Ellering brings together the ultimate militia, and they write a chapter of destruction for the entire WWE. That could be incredibly fresh. You know me, man. I'm all about bringing some factions together and making everybody worry. Oh, that could be incredible. I don't know. Just throwing it out there. I think that could be incredibly fresh. But there you guys have it. I hope you guys enjoyed Grapple Chat this evening. I feel like we had a very fun time watching both these shows. Wednesdays are so incredible. I love Wednesdays so much. stick around, people on Twitch, because we're not done tonight. People on YouTube, we are going to be going bye-bye. So if you want to continue to hang out with us, please come by the Twitch channel. It's twitch.tv/Gritty Urban Saga. The link is in the description of this video you're watching on YouTube right now. Guess it would be down here. Do it. Cross names them the End. Oh my God. That would be, yeah. They'd be the Armageddon. That'd be it. Are you kidding me? If Karrion Kross, he's been the herald of this whole thing, and Karrion Kross is like, oh my God, him, Scarlett, AOP, Indus Sher, and Paul Ellering, and they are the Armageddon. Like, it's just over. When their music comes on, it's just lights out. Oh, dude. That would be fantastic. And that can put an end to a lot of this, a lot of these, like, I feel like there are these superstars that are like islands, you know? Like, there are these island superstars that are just sitting there and, like, you see them one week and you don't see them again. Like, it would give people a reason to, like, band together and fight against something bigger than just, oh, let's have a match. Ding, ding, ding. Oh, 1, 2, 3. Oh, you win. It could put such a devastating tinge to everything, to where you never know where they're going to show up. You never know when they're going to show up. Are they going to take out Drew McIntyre this week? Are they going to take out Braun Strowman? Like, what are they going to do? How are they going to flex this week? Holy moly. Now, that would be some TikTok. That would be the real Dark Order. Oh, that'd be such a great angle, man. What do you guys think about that? Only We Rup likes this idea. Everybody else is like, whatever, Grady, that sucks. Even though I don't think everybody thinks that sucks. I think you guys are just not commenting. What do you guys think about these ideas, man? I think this is just... that could put everybody on notice and make each show exciting and must-see TV, because you want to be there. You want to see the next time they're going to show up. It could be like the NWO or Nexus, something like that. Just a devastating force that you're wondering, what are they going to do? What is their idea? What's their angle here? I think that is an incredible idea, man. I think that could be just the merry freshness. So yeah, thank you guys so much on the tube for hanging. We'll catch you later. Hopefully we'll catch you sooner if you come over to the Twitch channel, because that's where we're going to be for the rest of the evening here. So if you want to continue hanging out, you know where to catch us. Thank you everybody who gave a review tonight. I definitely appreciate you turning in your scores. Hopefully I'll see you soon. Bunch of silence in the chat. People are chomping on something or something. Catch you there. That was the chat.